good. I think we're live. Nate, are we live yet?
I think we're live right now.
Fantastic. Well, good evening, everybody. Welcome to another fantastic bling party. I really cannot wait for this evening because Nate and I have really the best of the best, the real showstoppers of the bunch coming to you all tonight. So this is our very special sale. And it is the first sale that my mom has, one of her very own Julie jars. We've had little Julie dishes, but now we have a jar and it's all amazing.
Magnificent. It's absolutely magnificent.
It really is fantastic. Yeah. So tonight we got a big lineup for you. But first, a big welcome to Nate. I'm so glad you're here and tuning in with us from New Zealand.
Thank you for having me, as always. And it's still my favorite day of the week, even though it's not the usual day of the week. So thanks to everyone who has followed us from our usual spot here to Sunday, Monday for me. And you're right, we have got the absolute top drawer tonight. These are the brooches that we are constantly putting back and not selling, that we look through stuff and, oh, no, I'm not sure about this, to the point where minutes before the sale, I'm going to put you in it now, Katie. Minutes before the sale, Katie looked at one of her brooches and said, I'm not selling this. I can't sell it.
I said, if we get to the end of the sale and I'm supposed to have one left and it's messed up the order in which we have gone, it is because I have decided I can no longer part with one of my babies that is over here. And it may be in the sale and I'll let you know which one it is. And it may not. I did not advertise it. So far, it's safe, but it's pretty special. So
it's very special. It's very special. And the pain's real, because I have this every week, and especially when you show it at the pieces in such good light and you really see them at their very best. Almost every sale goes by, I have an amount of remorse about, I wish I'd actually kept that one. But here we are.
Here we are. And of course, also moments before the sale, we had quite the dramatic incident in my office. I went to plug in one of my lights because this one tends to die a lot. And I thought I better get ahead of the game. Went to plug it in and all the power in my office just went away. The lights went off and then my power strip next to me started smoking. So that was really fun. So I had to go flip the fuse and get everything working again. So we've had quite the dramatic afternoon between me deciding on whether or not I'd sell a brooch and almost fire incident. I think we're all good now, though. So we're here to bring some more dramatics to you with our fabulous pieces tonight. Okay, so let's say some hellos to our friends in the chat, and we appreciate you guys coming, like Nate mentioned, on a different night than normal. I try to always stick to Saturdays, but sometimes it just works out better to move a day. And for all of you guys that are used to our late sales, this is a real treat because you guys get to go to bed a little bit earlier. So that's good. We've got Perla's Precious in the house tonight. Welcome, Perla. So glad you're tuning in.
Hiya, Perla. Welcome in. We've got Angela. Angela's our moderator. Angela won't be able to be here for the entire sale, and I think that she has talked Karen into picking up the slack at the end. I hope that's right. We so appreciate you, Angela and Karen.
Yeah, we couldn't do the sales without you guys, so really, truly, thank you so much.
Who else here? We've got Tippy Winks here. Christy Garza. Hi, Christy. Welcome in.
Welcome in, Christy. Virginia Hello is here. Welcome in.
Hi, Virginia. Lovely to see you. Mel is here. Melanie, welcome in. Melanie wrote the most lovely letter to Katie and me. It was just beautiful. So thank you so much.
Melanie, it really did make my whole week. And my mom and I are still talking about your note even today. My mom came over to do some boxes to get us ready for the week with our shipping, and my mom is planning something special for you and your mom. So I'm excited about it. But we just adored your note. So thank you so much.
Yeah, it was just lovely.
And this week we'll also be doing some special shipping. So for all of you guys that get something tonight, the boxes are specially designed with some Tim Holtz crafting supplies that my mom picked up. So we're very excited about that. I love all the vintage inspired designs, and I taught mom about Tim Holtz. She didn't know who he was. So she just happened upon them at the store, and they're going to be really special designs for you all. So we're excited about that. Nikki's here as well.
Hi, Nikki. Welcome in. Lovely to see you. Who else have we got? Amy's here, and Amy, welcome in. How lovely to see you too.
Good to have you here, Amy. Now, I know Nate absolutely hates when I do this, but in honor of Amy, I must, because Amy is here.
Oh, not the pun book.
Yes, sorry.
Anything but the pun book.
Nate really does not like a dad joke, but I don't know how because they're so great. So, in honor of Enamor Amy, I'm going to pick a random book. Here we go. A random joke, I should say, out of the book. All right. What do you call a one-eyed dinosaur?
I have no idea.
Do you think he saw us?
Oh. Brutal.
That is our dad joke for the week. Welcome.
That's brutal.
Glad to have you here. Okay, Debbie is also tuning in. Welcome, Debbie.
Hey, Debster, welcome in. Lovely to see you.
And let's see who else is tuning in that I am missing. Lisa's here. Welcome in, Lisa.
Hi, Lisa from New York. Lovely to see you. I saw that Virginia mentioned that Call the Midwife is on. And, you know, I have a bit of a bugbear about that film because I almost wrote a screenplay about that because that was my mother's life. My mother's early nursing life was cycling around a certain area in England that was her patch, delivering babies. And when that came on, I thought, oh, someone's stolen my idea and done a really good job of it, much better than I probably could ever have handled.
Oh, I think you would do great, Nate. You're a fabulous writer. I remember Nate's first letter to me that I got in the mail from him when we had just started talking through YouTube, and we knew each other in the chat, but not like we do now. And I just thought your note was so lovely. And I was like, yep, Nate knows how to write.
Oh, that's nice of you to say. That was like 5 years ago, I think. Angela and I were trying to work out how long we'd known each other, and we're pretty sure we're at the 5-year mark.
Which is crazy. I mean, to think about this whole community of people that I met during the pandemic, and now, you know, we're best of friends, and I've got people all over the country, which is just so cool to me. I never would have imagined that. But the pandemic, as hard as it was, did some really great things for bringing people together. Okay, Let's see. Catherine's in the house. I was just in her happy place.
Hi, Catherine. Welcome in. And Snowberry. We were on Snowberry. Did we say hello to Snowberry?
I think as we did.
Hi there, Snowberry. Welcome in.
Oh, Poodle is here.
Oh, yeah.
Poodle has sent me a very, very special message.
Oh, no.
The alley. So buckle up, folks. Here is what is tonight in the alley for sale. A compilation of affirmations by the Voice of New Zealand, hand-tailored for your specific insecurities. Doubting your charm? Nate will build your confidence in a heartfelt message to you. Think your hands are looking bony? You will get a glowing review that catapults you into confidence. Each affirmation is priced at an affordable $39.45 to heal all your inner doubts. And Poodle says she needs a $39.45 affirmation from Nate. So the alley is getting hopping tonight.
You know, I once did record an out of message for, did I do it for you or for Christy or both of you?
I think you did it for both of us.
Yeah, and Christy would never use it.
I wanted to do it. I actually had it as my voicemail for a while, but then people were getting confused when they would call me because they thought that they were calling a man, and my grandma was getting confused. And so then my mom was like, all right, you got to change your message. She just did not like it. So I did. And then I also had another voice message for a while, which was the same problem, that Angela sung me a little song and I had it as my voicemail for a while, which was fun. Okay, let's see. Patricia's here. Welcome in.
Hey, Patty Cake. Lovely to see you. And Debbie K as well. Welcome in, Debbie. And Ginger Masters here. Hi, Ginger. Lovely to see you.
And Debbie G is here as well. 2 Debbies in the house.
And Greg is here. Hi, buddy. Welcome in. And Diane Pat.
Hi, Diane. Welcome. Hi. Thank you.
Hi, Diane. Welcome in. I think, is Diane new to us?
I think Diane's been here a little while, but I'm not sure. We do get quite a few people in. So if you're not new, welcome. And if you are new, welcome as well.
Janet. My friend Janet Green is here. Hi, Janet. Lovely to see you. And Christy M.
Hi, Chris.
Long time. Hi, Christy.
Oh, thank you, Virginia. I have to say, Nate selected this one for me. It is wrong color. It is a Trifari Brutalist, and it is absolutely amazing. They call it like a matchstick brooch, but you know how much I love the Brutalist pins. And Nate spotted this for me online, and we went down a whole Brutalist rabbit hole late one night, and I made an offer. The seller took it, and I am so happy to add another Brutalist pen to my collection because it is really fabulous.
It's incredible.
Let's see. Rachel's here. Welcome in, Rachel.
Hi, Rachel. Lovely to see you. I've lost where I am in the list. I see Sylvia Lee is here. Hi, Sylvia. I think Sylvia might be new as well. I'm sorry if I'm getting this wrong. I'm getting old and my brain isn't working. Welcome in, Sylvia. Lovely to see you.
Welcome in, Sylvia. And Karen is here as well, who'll be helping out later in the sale. So welcome, Karen. We're glad to have you.
Hey, Karen and Gaza as well. Nice to see you, buddy.
No, I will try not to, Amy, but I will tell you that was a little scary. But I was on the phone with Christy and Angela and Nate, and when it happened, and Christy's like, I'd be freaking out. Apparently, I was not freaking out, but I did get it done. I unplugged the plug right away, so I was like, we're not going to have any problems, hopefully.
And then she said immediately afterwards, I need to find a fork. And both Ange and I thought, she had gone on to another mental topic, but we were still at the electrical outlet issue. And when you said, I just need to go and get a fork, both Ange and I independently thought, don't put a fork in the socket, whatever you do. But the fork was for something completely different.
So what I was talking about was I had Jeffrey come from the other room because I wanted to see if the power was out all over the house or if it was just this room. And I assumed that it was probably just this room, but in case it wasn't, I went to check with Jeffrey and his TV was working. So I was like, okay, all is good there. But I needed his help because I have a massive original Rocky Horror Picture Show movie poster framed that's over the fuse box so that I can cover the ugly box and have the cool picture, but it weighs a ton. So I didn't want to break the glass. I'm clumsy. So I had Jeffrey help me take it off so I could do the fuse box. Well, I'd seen this hack before where people had taken a fork with the prongs and put it over a nail so that when you're hanging a picture that has that little, picture wire on the back that you can't get on the annoying hook, you put it over the fork because it's long and easy to get, and then you just pull the fork away. So what I was mentioning about the fork was because Jeffrey couldn't get the picture back on the hook, and he says it's a 2-person job. I said, we'll have to get a fork and do that. And I didn't realize that they thought that I was thinking about fixing the electrical outlet with a fork, which I would never do. But that was so funny to me. All right, Jennifer is here. Welcome in.
Hi, Jennifer. Yvonne Clement is here as well. I saw Yvonne. Welcome in, Yvonne. Lovely to see you.
Oh, yes, you're actually awake for this, Catherine. That's a good thing. Hello, Yvonne.
Hannah Webb is here as well. Bye, Hannah.
Hi, Hannah. I don't see your comment at the moment to highlight it, but it's good to have you here. And Kim is tuning in as well. Welcome, Kim.
Hi, Kim. Welcome in. I saw someone else and I've forgotten who it is. Damn it.
Down the list.
Susan. It was Susan Romey's here as well. Hi, Susan. Lovely to see you.
Hi, Susan. So glad to have you. You've met Tim Holtz, Amy? That is so cool. That's very cool.
Very cool.
That's so neat. Awesome.
We have Maribel as hooked is here as well. Hi, Maribel. Moonchaser Studio LLC. Hi, I'm Moonchaser. Welcome and lovely to see you too.
Sharon Sue is tuning in. Welcome in.
How many bathrooms did Noah have on his ark?
Oh, that's a good question. 2? I mean, I might be being too literal.
We'll have to wait for the answer.
Yeah, we'll have to
Randy Grossklaus is here. Hiya, buddy. Nice to see you.
Yes, very, very important. May the 4th be with you to all of our Star Wars fans out in the galaxy.
Groan. Audible groan, Karen Gillette. What do you call a Chewbacca when he has chocolate stuck in his hair?
A chocolate chip Wookiee. I love it. That's a good one, Karen. So if you are all looking for a little May the 4th be with you fun, after the sale, do go to Sub Radio's page. They are my favorite indie band in the whole wide world. And if you know the song Mr. Brightside by The Killers, they do a fantastic 2-part song version of Mr. Brightside called Mr. Darkside that is all Star Wars themed from the movies. And it is a lot of fun. So definitely go check that out. Let's see. What was the answer? Oh, there's Moonchaser and Randy. And the Everyday Crafters here. Welcome in.
Hi, Everyday Crafter. Welcome in. I didn't see what the answer to the arc. Oh, Jeannie, Scoop Blaylock is here. Hi, Jeannie. We've just shown your fantastic jar, Julie jar.
Yeah, I am so excited about bringing that to the sale tonight. So, Mom, welcome in. And Gay is here as well, your cousin.
Hi, Gay. Nice to see you, sweetheart.
Ginger says, I love the preview pictures that you put out of the brooches. I am very much an old soul and greatly appreciate that someone else loves them too. Oh, thank you, Ginger.
Thanks, Ginger. Katie does a lovely job of photographing the brooches. We never take all of them, but yeah, we take a little sample to tease you, hoping that you'll come along and join us. I was in what's a Wawa?
Wawa is like a Buc-ee's, but on a smaller scale. So it's a very well-known convenience store, like attached to a gas station, but they have special food. Wawa's a big deal here in the States. But Wawa's an actual bird. That's what it was named after, the Wawa bird. You had one of my milk glass brooches, and a teenage checkout girl said she loved my brooch. Oh, that's so cool, Mom.
2 cans. Oh, wow. Sharon's
that's funny.
Oh,
I am so glad everyone knew this. Yes, me too, Poodle. Karen Amy says, Katie, when I worked at a paper crafting store many years ago, I got to take a Christmas crafting class that he taught in person. Oh, Amy, that's so cool. That's amazing. Tomorrow is Revenge of the 5th. Let's see. Angela got a compliment at church this morning from a guy telling me that my cameo is very pretty. You know, yesterday I was at the grocery store running errands, and this is like the 3rd or 4th time this has happened to me lately, but I got a new hat. I love this hat. I've been wearing it constantly. And I wore this in the grocery store, and a guy stopped me in the parking lot. He was getting out of his car, and he said, hey, can I have my hat back? So many people have stopped me about this hat. And I was at another restaurant, and a guy came up to me, and he goes, that hat has pizzazz. And I will forever remember that. Oh, no, not pizzazz. I should rephrase. He said personality. And I thought that was so brilliant. And I will always think of this hat as having personality. So brooches have personality too. You can tell anybody that wears a brooch, they have personality.
I won't. Gay says don't mention flamingos. I played a little joke on my cousin. She makes these birds, these very lifelike looking birds with embroidery or felting. I can't remember what the technique is, and they look fantastic. And then the series is all the birds in my garden, and I sort of teased her, thinking that she wouldn't want to make this bird. I used ChatGPT and I created an online article with photographs that there were flamingos sighted in the area that she lives in, and if she gets, I thought she'd go, oh, hell no, I'm not making a flamingo, but she thought it was a great idea. And then I had to tell her, of course, that it was just a gag. And Bron and I have been having a little fun at Kay's expense. She's very good-spirited about it.
That's so funny. You know, my aunt loves, she's 94 now. She loves flamingos. But how that got started was my grandma and my grandma's brother thought that it would be fun to get some plastic lawn flamingos and stick them in her yard. And so they hid them in the yard, and it took Aunt Mariana a while to figure out they were out there, but then it became a thing. And so every time Grandma would go visit Aunt Mariana, there would be flamingos somewhere. And I'm sure there's more to the story than I am actually retelling you now, but we just mailed for her 95th birthday, I believe it is. We just mailed a bunch of flamingo items to Aunt Mariana because, of course, that's our running family thing. So flamingos are a big deal to us.
That's cute.
Yeah, that's very cute. So if you're looking for something fun to do with a family member to get them started, you could hide an animal of your choosing, you know, around the house. And then maybe that would start a lifelong love of a particular animal. So that's cool.
Now, I have realized that I have not sent you the giveaway letters.
No, you have not. And also, while you're doing that, Nate, I want to take a second and highlight Angela's comment. So I don't know, for all of you guys in the sale tonight, you probably already know the word travels fast around here in our vintage community. But George, the Antique Nomad, our dear George, he is amazing. I've met George. I've had the privilege of meeting George several times, and he just is so kind and so amazing and knowledgeable and smart and just gives so much of himself to everybody. He has just been diagnosed with a rare form of cancer. So if you do have a second and you have a little extra change to spare, it would be very helpful while he's out of work if you wanted to donate to his GoFundMe. So I am putting this here. Angela put that in the chat, but keep George in your thoughts and prayers, and whatever you can do, even if it's a message, I'm sure it would mean the world to George. He's very, very special to us. So I just wanted to highlight that here. Okay, I think, let's see, Gay says that there are no flamingos in New Zealand except in the zoo. And you thought that they had escaped.
Well, if you read the text on ChatGPT, that was one of the sort of conclusions that people had come. Perhaps they had escaped from the zoo. It was just a silly joke. And yeah, I'm going to get in such trouble.
Did you see, this was a few years ago. I don't know if anybody saw this in the news, but there was a kid, I don't know how old he was, maybe 5, 6, that actually took a penguin home from the zoo. He managed to get it in his backpack, and his parents couldn't find him, and they found him in the upstairs bathroom in the tub with the penguin.
Oh my word.
Yeah, I don't know where this was. I want to say St. Louis, but I'm not sure. But if you Google kid took penguin home or something, you'll find the article. It was a real thing, and the zoo had to come get it, which is so funny to me. But that kid was living his best life with the real penguin there for a while. Okay, well, I think we're ready to get our sale kicked off tonight, and we do have some fabulous giveaways. Hi, Dee. Welcome in. It's good to see you.
It's Dee here. Hi, Pumpkin. Oh, how lovely. Hi, Dee. Okay, the giveaways. The giveaways are open to everybody. You don't need to intend to purchase anything from the sale to enter the giveaways. There are a gift to you. Katie has some really, really cool vintage postcards for giveaways. Now, it is letters of the alphabet. Hi, Carly. Letters of the alphabet. You can guess as many times as you like, but one guess at a time. Good luck, everyone. Beth Kemper. Hi, Beth.
Hi, Beth. Good to have you in the sale tonight. Awesome. Yes, so tonight we do have some vintage postcards, and these are Hummel themed tonight in honor of my grandma who collects Hummels. And this is the first postcard that you will be getting. I've done mystery postcards in the past, but tonight I thought it's our special sale, so I'll show you what they are. This one is the one that you'll be playing to win right now, but we do have 3 other postcards throughout the sale. You can craft with them. You can pop your brooches on the side of them, put them in a little flower frog and display them, or just enjoy them because they're happy.
Okay, I've finally seen the letter. I'm just going to go back up to the top to make sure I haven't missed anybody out.
Okay, I'm checking as well. We're going up. We want to be as fair as possible.
Yeah. Okay, I'm just going to give you a quick message of who I see.
Send it to me. Yep.
Yeah.
And this postcard goes to our very own Dear Angela's Vintage is winning the adorable Hummel sheep postcard.
I swear on everything holy that she does not know the letters.
No,
she does not know the letters.
I promise you're not rigging the giveaways at all, because Nate didn't even send me the giveaway letters until like a second ago.
Like
about
30 seconds ago. Oh, it does my nut in when she wins. It really does.
Rigged. Oh, what a racket.
Send it to Jean. Send it to Jean, the everyday crafter. That's lovely, Ange.
I will do that. That's so funny.
Wow.
Okay. Angela does work hard, and she always gives them away, which is kind of her. So we appreciate you, Angela, and you're always, of course, welcome to play along. I'm sending $10 Angela to the casino. Yes, to the boat. Angela won at the boat. I went to the boat with Fabbards, and I did not win. So I don't win much, but Angela, you need to go play the lottery. Okay. We are going to get started tonight with one of Nate's fabulous pieces. And boy, are they truly fabulous. This one's got so much sparkle to it. I think it's just lovely.
Joe. Hey, Joe, buddy. Nice to see you. And Deborah Williams as well. Welcome in to both of you.
Welcome in. Oh, and I almost forgot the housekeeping. I tell you what.
Yeah.
I don't know why the last couple of weeks I've forgotten this, but we're going to run through this quickly for all of our new friends in the chat. If you do claim an item tonight from either Nate or me, please send the following information to my email. That's katie@katiescreations1.com. I need a couple of pieces of information. That is your real name, your YouTube name, your shipping address with zip code, and your PayPal email. All the items that you're seeing on the screen do ship from Florida. So if you do purchase from both of us, note that you will get a great combined shipping rate through Pirate Ship. Do make sure if you are in the chat tonight that you take a moment, refresh. The lag is real, folks. We struggle with it every week. And also what will help with that lag and to keep you all up to date with the messaging is to toggle out of Top Chat. I have no idea why YouTube makes that an option because it's quite useless. So go ahead if you are on a cellular device and toggle into all messages. If you're on a computer, you'll want to move on into live chat. Also, when bidding on an item, you'll often see yourself first because, well, you're closest to your own internet. So, refreshing will keep you up to date with the feed and show you the correct order of things. Our Angela and Karen Gillette, two of our wonderful moderators, will be keeping track of who wins all the items in the chat tonight. So, what they say goes. We have to follow what they see so that we can keep it the fairest for everybody. And speaking of fair, in the last couple of months, Nate and I have implemented a new sale rule that just makes it fair, I think, for everybody. So, Nate, could you tell folks about that?
Is simply that you are able to outbid yourself. I think everyone here probably knows the reasons behind it. We were getting into a situation where we were getting basically just in cases, which is a form of bidding that neither of us particularly like. And so we have worked out that you can actually outbid yourself. So your bid is your bid, even if you have already are the highest bidder. Welcome into a new person, Dennis Romero. Welcome in, buddy. Nice to see you.
Welcome in, Dennis. So glad to have you. And Mike 165 is here. Welcome, Mike.
Hey, Mike, buddy. Welcome in.
Yes, thank you for the reminder. Thumbs up. That is a good thing.
Yeah, that really helps out.
All right. Well, tonight we are going to start off with a true sparkler. And this one, Nate has asked me so many times to put back in the bin because it really shines. This one is starting off at $36 in the chat, Angela. And this one is a whopper. It is 2 1/4 inches in size. It's so large and amazing. So I'm going to show it to you, and then hopefully the paparazzi effect happens. Oh yes, it is a real stunner.
These are really large rhinestones, really large, and such an interesting design using these emerald cut and different sizes of round cut rhinestones. This is an absolutely beautiful piece. The back, if we can have a look at that beautiful puddling on the back, there's just a tiny bit of schmutz there, but I'm sure that could probably come off. But it's beautifully constructed, and again, one of those that you would expect to have a name on.
Yeah, this is the kind of brooch that's weighted. You know, it's that kind of piece when you hold it in your hand that it just feels extra heavy and extra good. All the rhinestones, from what I can tell, are glass. There's quite a nice weight to this. And I just imagine someone from the Hollywood era of glam wearing this down the red carpet. Yes, weighted with sparkle, Amy. I really like that. Hi, Delbert.
Hey, Delbert. Nice to see you, buddy.
But this one's just absolutely insane. And, you know, Nate calls my drawer at home. I do. I have a drawer in my closet of brooches, and it is literally the paparazzi drawer because it is that sparkly. And you could have your very own paparazzi drawer by starting it off with this insane brooch. And oh my, that looks fabulous on Betty, doesn't it, Nate?
It does. I think this is probably bang in the middle of the 50s.
Yes, I would say so.
So we're looking at it's 75-year-old brooch. It's spectacular, absolutely spectacular.
It really is stunning, and all the rhinestones are perfectly clear. Sometimes I do think that my lighting in my office here, especially as we get into the nighttime, really does kind of make things look a little bit more dull, but I promise that they are just as sparkly and gorgeous as you would ever want them to be. Totally dripping in jewels. I love the idea of having this on a black purse because if you're going to a wedding, which wedding season is upon us, you could look really fantastic with a little $14 Amazon clutch purse like this guy here and popping a huge sparkler on it. I mean, people would think you're $1 million.
Yeah.
Little black shoes with a little pin on them as well to match that sparkle. Oh my gosh, that would just be fantastic. So we're going to get this on one of our vintage postcards, and we will start the countdown. I think, oh my gosh, I don't even know where to begin with. this one because it's so ritzy. But I do think we need to go vintage neon. I think that would really, really fit the vibe of this. So let's see what we've got here. Ooh, actually, we're going to go nighttime. Let's do this. Union
Right.
Station at night in St. Louis. This is from 1929, this fabulous little postcard. And we're going to pop a really sparkly brooch on it. Ooh, that contrast is nice. Okay, let's start the countdown on this guy. We've got Nikki in at 36, and this one is just amazing. I really do think this is not signed, but it has that quality of Weiss or Juliana or one of the better makers. And you know, sometimes the earrings were signed, but the brooch was not. And sometimes the brooch was signed, but the earrings were not. It's crazy. If I made this, I would want my name on it. That's just me.
Yeah. And you know, and the paper label as well. I mean, I almost bought a lot of brooches where I didn't particularly like the brooches, but they had early Trifari paper labels on it. I thought,
That was good.
I almost want to have them just for reference, so I know what they look like. But yeah, this is such a beautiful piece.
It really is. Okay, let's start the countdown here at 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bid end. Gorgeous silver tone, just everything you could want in a little brooch. Well, not so little, it's 2 1/4 inches. It is really
Wow, that's beautiful.
pure class.
There
Yes.
is the sold, and I think that's going to Nikki.
Nikki, congratulations. That is a really good piece. All right, you are getting that.
Nikki, congratulations, Nikki. That's a beautiful piece. You're going to absolutely love it.
Yeah, that is stunning. So congratulations, Nikki. That is headed your way. Okay. What should I do first? Oh my goodness. Well, I think ooh, man, so many stunners. Let's do a green brooch. Let's just do this brooch because it's pretty amazing. Okay. This brooch I did pay up for quite a bit because it's just really special. All the
Shan. Hiya, Shannon.
Hi,
Nice to see you.
Welcome.
Thanks,
in.
Mike. Thanks, buddy. We have really picked out the cream of the crop for tonight. We do have a couple of nice affordable pieces at the end. We always like to put some at a certain price point, but we're bringing out the big guns for the sale.
Yeah. We really are. And this one, I think it's amazing. When you see it, the stones are so unusual. This is 3 inches in size. So it is
I know which one. I know which one this is.
And it's starting off, guys, at $32 in the chat. It has a square rivet. It is straight from the 1950s, 60s era. And it is green. Absolutely incredible. Now, last week I had a green brooch a lot of you guys loved, so I wanted to bring another one so that the people last week that missed out on that green brooch, they might have a chance at another green one. And this one's amazing. It has these olive green stones here, and then these are Aurora Borealis green marquise, which when do you ever see that? You don't. And then these cabochon cut pieces here, which are just amazing.
Katie, just on a slightly weird note, the red brooch that I have tonight, I think is exactly the same. Can you put them next to each other? I just looked at it and thought that looks just like my red brooch.
Oh my gosh, it's the same.
We have inadvertently put the same brooch in 2 different colorways into the same sale.
Yes, but Nate's red brooch is slightly different because this one has solid cabochon stones and Nate's kind of clear,
but it's the same design, isn't it? Or is it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
And I didn't do that on purpose. I just We just happened to coordinate. We're twinsies. Yes.
Oh, my birthstone as well, Dennis, a May baby.
I love this brooch because the design of it, the floral design is so beautiful. And I love all the different shades of green happening here.
Yeah, it's the same. It's that peridot green. You know, you had that
Yeah.
peridot green rhinestone brooch last week, and that looks like peridots and jade to me. It's just so beautiful.
It's gorgeous. Now, let me get this on Vanna White. I want to show it on the white purse because I think it will show up really well there. And I love, I can't help it, but I absolutely love, uh-oh,
Oh, it's Sylvia's birthday. A lot of May babies.
I lost my little pin here that helps us. I just love, love, love when brooches have that lolly or kind of jelly candy like
Yeah.
I think it's
Oh my
gorgeous.
gosh, that looks so good. Honestly, that looks so beautiful. It looks almost Asian to me in a way. And maybe that's just because it's like a jade, looks like jade. But
Oh my
oh,
gosh, that's
wow.
Abby L is here. Yes, May birthdays. Happy birthday to everyone that's a May baby. Amy's a May birthday too. That's wonderful.
Abby L.
That is so good.
Welcome in, Abby. Welcome in. That's a new name. Mine's on the 19th. Mine's the 19th of May, and Rachel's the 27th.
And
I mean, there's about 100 people here. There's probably a good chance that several of us will share birthdays. I mean, it's almost guaranteed that in a sampling of 100, you'll find several people that have the same birthdays.
which
We've got
is
a 13th, 15th,
so
8th, 20th.
oh my God, 8th. Oh, that's so cool. That is so cool. Well, happy May birthday, everybody. Maybe you need a little birthday gift for yourself. Oh, Amy's the 21st.
24th.
That's the 12th.
Sylvia's the 12th. Okay, we had a 12th, didn't we? Didn't
Yeah.
someone else say the 12th?
Someone else said the 12th, I thought.
Oh, where was it?
Wow, that's a lot of May. Oh, we have a 13th.
Gay's the 9th as well. I
Oh,
thought we had. I thought I saw 12 twice. Maybe I'm just. Oh, Mike looks magic. No, look, Mike's the 13th.
Oh my gosh, that's so cool.
Shannon's mother-in-law's the 19th of May as well. Yeah, it's just the thing. A sampling of this many people, you are guaranteed to get people who have the same birthday. And Virginia's the 18th.
Wow, so many. This is wild, guys. So cool. All of our May people here. Well, happy birthday to you guys.
My
That's
sister and niece are both born on the 19th. Cool.
Oh, that's very cool. Okay, so let me show you the back. You've got all the gorgeous puddling. You've got some of the open work. And of course,
Melanie, exactly what I was thinking.
beautiful marquee stones in the middle around those rounds. And I love that use of the olive green throughout. And these hopefully are showing up a little bit. But they are, the stone right here is Aurora Borealis. So you get that kind of green AB effect. Gosh, this is amazing.
It's so pretty. Was this from the longest yard sale?
Yes, this did come from my brooch dealer, my brooch gentleman on the yard sale. Amy, you would think that this brooch glows like crazy. Unfortunately, it does not glow. And I lately I am so shocked at what glows and what doesn't. I have another brooch you'll see later in the sale that glows. You would not think it would glow, but it does. This one doesn't glow at all. Mind-boggling. I don't know. But this postcard is from 1907, and we're going to get this fabulous little number on this postcard. Oh my God. It is so good together. So good. I love all the greens. Perfect for the summertime. Very fresh and bright and fun. So we'll go ahead and start the countdown here at 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bid in, friends.
Bid ends.
Clear, I know, Gavin, clear glass. Isn't it crazy? Like, they use the uranium in the clear glass to color it, to give it more of a crystal clear color. But it's crazy that some of that stuff glows.
Yeah.
Oh,
Is
wow.
it residual on the mold from a piece that was uranium, or is there just a tiny amount that just doesn't show up as being green? I know there's a deer I got, Angela, and that was clear and it glowed.
Hi, Greg. Congratulations.
Congrats, Greg. You got a great one there. Hi, Val M. Lovely to see you, Val.
That's fantastic. And some of it could have been the mold as well. Definitely the mold that left some of that in. I've heard of that too. Hi, Pam Avery. Good to have you.
Pam. Hiya,
Awesome.
Pam. Nice to see you.
Okay.
I wonder if it's manganese that's clear. I don't know.
Could be. I thought manganese glass glowed up. Is it purple? Am I wrong, or is that? Let's see. Orange is. My brain's not braining today, but yeah, that's cool. Okay.
Oh, Greg got a great brooch there, buddy.
Yeah, different
Such
UV
nice
wavelengths. And I have the black light that shows more UV wavelengths, I think. So things that wouldn't glow under regular black light would glow under the one I have, supposedly. I
know. I've heard about those. My black light doesn't do that. And I know that there are 2 different frequencies that do show different things.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, this next brooch is just a whole lot of happy. It's really fun. It's 2 1/4. The manganese turns glass purple, but it's made more clear. Oh, thank you, Rachel. So I was right about the purple. That's cadmium is orange. Yes.
Yeah.
My brain's getting itself together now. Wonderful. Okay, so this one, Angela, is starting off at $26, and this is so cool. I love milk glass stones. I think they just really make a brooch, and the sparkle on this one is insane.
Yeah, it is so pretty and such a pleasing design with really only 2 different variations of the same shape. I mean, it really is a tour de force of design. All of those tongs, what do we call them? The
prongs.
The prongs of look at all of the prongs, making it into a design element of the piece, not just holding the rhinestones in. What did you say it was? 2
1/4 inches in size,
which is a great size. Can you hold that back on your blazer?
I mean, look at
that. Oh, that's so beautiful.
I mean, that's the kind of thing people are going to see you coming from like a million miles away when you wear this, and they are going to want to know where you got this. Now, I'm calling this the concentric circles brooch because it is just, it's so good. And the white speckled throughout is really effective with the AB stones. And I love AB stones because honestly, everything you wear them with, it works. The white goes with everything. And then the AB stones.
The AB is showing so many colors as well. You get flashes of yellow, blue, green, orange, a peachy as well. So this is a piece that will go with a lot of different fabrics and colors.
Yeah, it really will.
Yeah, you're right. That's it, Greg. It's just that innate ability to blend into the colors that you've got on.
Yeah. If you're wearing green, it will work with that. If you're wearing pink or peach or yellow, or I mean, look at blues. I mean, hello, it just is perfect with everything. It's so
there is an opal-like essence to those milk glass when they're sitting up against the Aurora Borealis.
Yeah. I love the cabochon cut too of the milk glass. There's something so kind of candy-like about the way cabochon stones are done that just looks so wonderful. Kind of reminds me of jelly beans in some way.
It's showing up so beautifully. It really is showing up beautifully.
This one is a stunner. Let's get this on one of our vintage postcards. Ooh, let's see. Let's do this one. This is our best wishes postcard. This is one of my favorites because I love the kind of Art Deco, Art Nouveau design to it. It's an early one from like 1910. And we'll go ahead and start the countdown on this. Oh my gosh, that looks so good together.
I'm having one of those moments
Where you wish you didn't sell it.
Yeah. Yes, I'm having one of those moments.
Oh gosh, it is stunning. Okay, here we go. We're going to start the countdown at 20, 19, 18, 17.
What was the size? Sorry, 2 1/4, wasn't it?
2 1/4.
2 1/4, Rachel.
18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bid end.
Sylvia, I tell you, wow.
It does really look good with that postcard, Melanie. So, oh yeah, white coral. You know, I just learned something. Florida's state mineral, wait, is that right? State mineral is coral. And for Easter, my mom and grandma surprised me with a fossilized, not just any coral, it's fossilized coral as the state mineral, fossilized coral piece from Florida, and it glows. It fluoresces under black light, which is really cool. So they cut them open, and they have like geodes inside. So if you get a chance, look up fossilized coral, watch it being cut open by someone that does rock hounding, and it's just so cool. It's really neat.
That goes to Rachel. Thank you, everyone who was bidding on that. I honestly do have some seller's remorse, but that's great pickup. Thanks so much. Sylvia, my friend Sylvia is here as well. Sylvia, hello. How lovely to see you. I hope you're doing well. I hope Raul's well as well. Raul is well as well.
Good to see you, Sylvia. So glad you're here. Virginia, I can. I don't know if I have a picture of it handy. You are right with me, but I will. Fossilized coral, Florida. Yes. So it is. Oh yeah, they're beautiful. So here's a piece of it here that's been sectioned open, and they're almost like agates inside.
It is. That looks like a Botswana agate.
I know, but it is
From
fossilized
Florida.
coral, and it is. The black ones are particularly gorgeous. Oh my gosh, this one's amazing. It's got some red in it. But if you just look up some photos of it online or some Google searching, you'll find it. It is fossilized coral, particularly agatized coral, a significant geological feature in Florida, and it's the state stone. So not state mineral, but state stone.
Right.
These are fossilized coral reefs that are millions of years old, and they're found in the, Swanee River, I don't know how to say this. I know all the different Indian named rivers here, but this one's new to me. So if I mess it up, I'm sorry. With the Coochie River and the Tampa Bay areas, which are very cool. So yeah, that's a neat one.
Cool.
Yeah, it's stunning.
Katie's Gay says she sent you a photo of a ring by Peter Minton. He's quite a famous New Zealand jeweler that apparently reminds her of your brooch.
Ooh, I can't wait to see it. That's exciting. I'll look after the show, Gabe. Thank you so much.
Sylvia's in August, baby.
Okay, so it is time for a very, very special piece tonight. This is probably the coolest piece. My mom has done so many pieces, and if you don't know, my mom is a fantastic potter. She has a major in art and communications and English, so she's a triple major. And she loves pottery and has been doing it since college, but now she's actually selling her pieces. So this is the first time she's ever sold anything. Of course, you guys have been buying some of her pieces through my sales. So this is a big deal to her. And it's also really fun for me that we get to collaborate on this project together with vintage and pottery coming together to make really cool designs. So this box, I'm holding up this gold box because inside of it is some really special things. So I'm going to show you the first ever Julie jar that has been sold on the sale. Now we've had some Julie dishes, but this one is the first of its kind coming tonight. Angela, this is starting off at $50. 50. Thank you, Noreen. I appreciate that. This one is incredible. So let me tour you around this piece. This guy is absolutely amazing. This is made from porcelain clay. And if you're not familiar with porcelain as a material, it is very difficult to work with. So I want to show you a piece that my mom brought over earlier to show you just how hard and how much work goes into the pieces that my mom does that are porcelain. So my mom made 7 Julies in the kiln. They were being fired. And out of the 7, I believe only 2 survived because they crack very easily. And you can see this is one of the pieces, unfortunately, that did not make it out of the kiln. So porcelain is really hard to work with, and particularly doing it in jar form with smaller lids and things are really quite an amazing feat. This guy features a mercury glass bird up at the top with real 22 karat gold. I'll tell you about the gold here in just a minute because that's incredibly special. Paper transfer that has to be individually cut out. Each of that design has to be cut by hand, and a vintage inspired piece on the bottom. So this is really, really special. It takes hours and hours of work and lots of firing to get this final piece here because, of course, everything fires at different temperatures. So it's not very easy to just fire one piece because, of course, it has its bisque firing, then a glaze firing, then a transfer firing, and then the gold has to go on separately. So it's a lot of waiting and nervous anticipation on whether or not the kiln will come out. And this is Mom putting the load into the kiln, hoping that it will survive because you never know.
That must be so nerve-wracking, Jeannie, when you actually put them in and close the lid on the kiln. My nerves would be in the tatters.
There's Mom putting on the paper transfer for this piece with tiny tweezers, layering them on by hand. Each of the design has to be cut out. The 22 karat gold that you are seeing on the piece comes in a jar this size and is applied with a brush that small. This jar costs $65 alone just for the 22 karat gold that you are seeing on this piece. And this is my mom here working in her pottery studio out in the garage. So this is really quite a special piece. You've got 22 karat gold all the way around with this gorgeous cobalt glaze. The 22 karat gold here on the rim, the little adorable mercury glass Rockin' Robin. I'm calling him a robin, but you could make him anything you wanted to be. And then, of course, our little birdie friends tweeting along on the inside, having a very happy time with their vintage-inspired brooch. So I love these. They are happy. They are wonderful. And, of course, I think they're great to put a little treasure inside. So you can keep this on your desk at work, put your favorite candy inside of it, and lift the lid if you need a midday break for some happiness and fun. Or you could put your jewelry inside of the Julie. A little necklace, something special to you, a locket, a ring, whatever you'd like to do, or just enjoy it by your bedside table for a little bit of sweetness before you go to bed. I am all about surrounding yourself with things that make you happy, that make you smile, and that are most importantly beautiful to you. So there's a little up-close look at that gorgeous 22 karat gold and the paper transfer and the glaze. And we're going to start the countdown on this fabulous little Julie jar. I love him so much. He is a happy fella, first of his kind. And all of the Julies do come signed on the bottom with a handwritten note from the artist, my mom, and you will receive it in this fabulous gold box. Each one comes very specially packed. So we will start the countdown here at 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and dead end. Yes, it is like he's on a little bird bath. I love this so much, you guys. It is not an Emmy box, Christy. Unfortunately, it is just a very special box. I did send something in an Emmy box that my mom had received, and Christy was so excited about that. But the Emmy boxes are shaped for the awards, so unfortunately, they don't fit the pottery.
Oh, that goes to Hannah Webb. Congratulations.
Hannah, congratulations on this. Oh my gosh, it is beautiful. You are going to love that. Oh,
If you've got your phone at hand, have a look at the photos that Gay has just sent to you. Maybe the people would like to look at it as well. But it's a ring that she has made by a real prominent New Zealand jeweler that is so reminiscent of your brooch.
okay, let's have a look at that. Hannah, congratulations. That is coming to you. Now, have no fear, folks. I have one other special piece of my mom's, which I'll bring in just a second. But first, let's take a look at the brooch that Gay sent me so that you guys can all see that beautiful piece. Oh my gosh. This is stunning. This is stunning, stunning. Wow. Look at that.
Nate's from the 1960s. Your audio, or is it me, that sounds quite unusual? I'm sort of hearing you muffled.
So my computer somehow switched to a different microphone.
That's so much
Back to
better.
the computer microphone. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, it wasn't for very long. It wasn't for long
Good.
at all. But Nate, from the 1970s, Gay. The ring's from the 70s. I thought someone was saying that I was from the 70s.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so I am going to do another piece from my mom for all of you guys that would like to have another shot at getting something that my mom made. We do have a Julie dish tonight as well. It comes in this beautiful, cheery little spring box. With
Welcome,
closure.
welcome in, Christina Nix. That's a new name. Welcome in, Christina Nix. Nice to have you.
Welcome in, Christina. Now, this one is special. It is also the first of its kind because my mom has been experimenting for a while now with incorporating vintage china into her pieces, and she has quite a few of them she's made for herself. But I told her tonight that I think that this would be a fantastic addition to the sale. So she is selling her first Julie dish with the addition of a beautiful piece of china. So let me show you this one. You get all of it. It comes together. It is one unit. This is starting off at $45. And you are going to get this incredible porcelain Julie with glass that my mom puts in the bottom. And so it's akin to fused glass. It has to be fired at a very high temperature in the kiln to get that beautiful pond effect. And then she has added this adorable little art glass turtle for your admiration. He is very cute and happily swimming in his little pond. And also what's included is this fantastic Royal Albert vintage saucer. This one is fabulous in this pattern here in provincial flowers. I think the gold rim on this with those I think they're lilies with the black, and then the black glaze of the porcelain is absolutely incredible on this one. And of course, our little turtle friend is living his best life. He is so shiny. I love the little flecks of copper in him. And that yellow glass really picks up the yellow in the dish so well. My mom did an incredible job on this. You guys, this one is just stunning. And what I love about this particular design is it is perfect for earrings. So if you have earrings, now these are clip earrings, but of course they work well also with post back. You can set your whole earring collection around the outer rim. So this little lip is perfect for displaying your vintage rings or earrings. You can hook the little hooks off the side and they will sit up beautifully. So I'm going to demonstrate this with a few earrings that I happen to have sitting here in my studio. And look how perfect this is for displaying your jewelry right around the side. It's just absolutely gorgeous. And it's hard to tilt and show this way, but I think you guys can get the idea of how that would work and be fabulous. You could do this also with rings, brooches. Really anything that you want in your eye level displayed. In my closet, I really am a big believer in kind of zhuzhing up your closet, because if you're going to spend a lot of time in a space getting ready, you might as well make it aesthetic if you can. And I have a little dressing table in my closet that was my mom's when she was growing up. And I have little dishes that my mom made on it. And I like to put things that are special to me, some of my favorite pieces that I want to see every day. So this would be perfect for that. Plus, you gotta love a little turtle, man. He is just so fabulous. Now, you guys will have to help me name him in the chat. I know you guys are very good at coming up with names. So go ahead and put your suggestions for names in the chat. We will name our turtle friend. Carly is in at 50, and I am going to go ahead and start the countdown. Here's the back stamp on that Royal Albert china. And of course, this is made from porcelain with that fused glass design in the bottom and our little fabulous turtle. We have Benjamin, Tootsie, Wally, Gordon. Oh, I love Gordon the turtle. There's a lot of good names in the chat for this little turtle friend. Harvey. What else do we have? Tippy the turtle. Yes, Tippy the turtle. Oh my gosh, so fun. Tommy the turtle would be another good one. Timmy, we've got a lot of great names. Turby the turtle. Oh my gosh. So you can name him whatever you want when he comes home to you if you are the lucky winner of this little fella. Flo, Lola, Ridgely. Oh my gosh, so many good names.
Ridgely.
All right. We will go ahead and
Ralph. Neil Owen. Welcome in, Neil Owen, buddy.
Neil.
Nice to have you here.
Nice to see you. All right, let's start the countdown on this guy at 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And bid end. Oh, I just love him. And his pond is so beautiful. Look at that glass. Oh, this is a really special one. Speedy turtle. I love it. Tippy
I
turtle.
had two turtles when I was young as pets because my brother had really bad allergies to cats and dogs, and so we got turtles. And I talked to him quite recently about the fact that we had these turtles, and he sort of only vaguely remembered. And I said, "Do you remember the names of the turtles?" And he goes, "No, of course not. I know they were called Turtle and Razor Ed because it was after a television program from England at the time, and I think we'd watched it." And he has no memories of that whatsoever. Al Carver, welcome in.
Welcome in, Al Carver. I love that, Nate, that you had turtles. My best friend growing up, Mason, had turtles. He had box turtles and he had birds. But I have to say, the award for the name goes to Greg, who I don't know if Greg remembers this or he just came up with this, but Myrtle the turtle is fabulous. When I was a kid, we had a birthday party and my mom let me go to Garden Ridge and pick out a piñata, but I was too young to understand what piñatas were. I thought that, it was a friend that we were taking home from the store. I was probably, 4 years old. So on the way home from Garden Ridge, I started talking to the turtle as a kid would do. And I offered it water and I gave it a name, and its name was Myrtle the turtle. and I loved Myrtle. And then I got really sad when my brother and his friends came out with baseball bats ready to whack Myrtle to get the candy, because I didn't understand that Myrtle was a piñata. So I cried.
Oh, I see some childhood trauma coming. I see childhood trauma.
So my mom had to get on a ladder and cut the turtle down, and we had to cut a hole in the bottom and hand out the candy to all the party guests, because I was afraid that Myrtle was going to get hurt. And we still have Myrtle. I found him in the closet of my childhood bedroom the other day. Myrtle still lives. Somewhere there's a picture of me looking very sad holding Myrtle after he was rescued from the tree.
That's
So,
adorable.
Greg, if I've ever shared that story, which I think I have before, congrats on the name. Myrtle the Turtle. Yes, is fantastic. But congratulations to, let's see, that went to Beth Kemper for 55. So congratulations.
Congrats.
Okay. Let's see what your next piece is. And
I have the red flower.
Red flower. Okay. Now I do have a picture here of me with Myrtle. So let me just see quickly if I can locate this photo. I believe it is here. I've seen it recently and I just showed it to somebody. It's in my favorites. Okay, let's see. I wish you could search on iPhone. You can search photographs, but I wish you could search vintage photos or like old photos, and it would come up with. But because I took the photo from another photo, I have no idea if it would be able to search it. Oh yes, here we go. Little Katie and Myrtle the turtle, who is multicolored.
Oh, how adorable.
So there's your turtle story. Mom to the yes, I know. Mom was not going to let me get upset. She was going to make sure that turtle was safe. Myrtle probably was from a Dr. Seuss character as well. Okay, now let's see. We've got the red flower brooch. So this is similar to the green one that I had, but it's a little bit different because the stones are faceted. They are not cabochoned in this particular variant of this brooch, which is cool. I didn't even know, Nate, that we had brooches until you were like, hey, that looks familiar. Okay, so 2 3/4 inches is the size on this guy.
Oh, Poodle says, I couldn't cut the lamb cake when my son was little. Bron tells a story of my brother and I being little and eating lamb, having lamb served up. And I apparently looked up at my mother with big doe eyes and said, this isn't the little lambs in the field, is it? Is it different? And my brother apparently just hissed at me and said, yes, it is. It is the little lambs.
Oh, that's a brother for you, though. That is so classic brother, because my brother, bless him, I love Carson. He's wonderful. But he would so do that to me when I was a kid. Yeah. I wanted to believe in all the magic, and I was more the sensitive, heartfelt one. And my brother was more the logical one. And, he would just, like, for example, at Disney, he would say, Tinkerbell doesn't fly. You can see the wire. And I just so wanted to believe that Tinkerbell that flies from the castle in Magic Kingdom was a real fairy. She had powers and she was flying. And Carson was, no, Tinkerbell doesn't fly. But brothers will do that. That's what they do. Okay, so let's start the count up.
We showed this? I haven't even shown it yet.
I don't know what I'm doing anymore. This is starting off at $32, Angela. This is beautiful. This
again, so much harder to get red and rhinestones than it is to get blue or green, really. But this, I think, is spectacular. These pink-tinged Aurora Borealis and this almost pigeon blood ruby red on the flowers and petals and things. It's just the color saturation is insane on this. Honestly, it is insane. It's showing up so beautifully. Can you take it back to your lapel so we can just have a look what we from a bit of a distance?
Sure. I wanted to show all of those open work pieces on the back. And this one also has the famous square rivet that we all love because great square rivets are just a little bit better. And little Bo Peep, Nate, ate your sheep.
Yes, I think that's because the gold they had to use. Yeah, that's what made the stones red, glass red.
And it made it very difficult. So you don't see a lot of red brooches, especially with this color saturation and the pink AB stones throughout. I think that this is such a successful design.
This is yet another one that looks so good in this light. Absolutely so beautiful in this light. Yeah, Carly, that's what they call really good colored rubies. They call them pigeon blood. I have no idea why.
That's crazy. Pigeon blood.
It is. They do the saturation on these is absolutely out of this world.
Angela, rivets is Nate's favorite word.
Oh my! Wow.
Wow, this is so good.
That shows up beautifully. It really does.
Oh my gosh, that is stunning. And red, 4th of July is coming up. So this would be kind of a fireworky like brooch that you could wear for 4th of July. Red, I think, is a great color all year round. Of course, I'm partial to it. It's my favorite color.
It is a very gothy brooch. Yeah. Debbie says, does it glow? I think we tested it, but
yes, we did. But let me check it again. Well, maybe this is the one that closed. Let's see. Let me just double check. Oh, yes. I'm glad you brought that up, Debbie, because holy cats, this is the one that has the cadmium and it glows like mad. Oh my gosh. Is that showing up on camera, Nate?
It is showing. Could you give me just a second? There was a bit of a large bang outside. I'm just going to go and investigate. Won't be a moment.
Of course. No problem at all. Golly, yes, this is the one that glows. I was thinking of a different one that I have tonight that is red that I thought would glow, but this one, holy wow. See, you just never know. That green brooch that I had, no glow. It was like, nope, I don't glow. This one lights up like crazy. It is so wowzers. Yeah, wowzers is a great word for this one. Holy cow. Yeah, that cadmium is really, really at its best self. Okay, let's get this on one of our vintage postcards, and we will start the countdown. Now, I know Valentine's Day has already happened. However, let's see what 4th of July brooches we have, because you could also do this.
Adara. Adara's here. Hi, nice to see you. And Tony as well.
Hi, Tony.
Hi, Tony.
Welcome in. Okay, so we're going to get this on one of our 4th of July brooches. Postcards. This brooch is great for 4th of July. And here's our little fabulous gal, all patriotic for 4th of July. And we'll put this brooch on the side. Oh my gosh, that is so good together. Wow.
That looks great.
Got that
there. Yeah, they're really showing up there.
Yeah, this is crazy, that glow. Holy cats. That's so good.
Yeah, okay, everything's fine. We have new neighbors and they're renovating and they just toss something into their big skip.
Oh, that's good to know. What did you just say? Big skip. Is that a dumpster?
Yeah, skip. S-K-I-P. Is it like a big dumpster? That's what we call it.
Oh, wow. I've never heard that term. I'm always learning new words with Nate. This is really fun.
Killing me softly was with his thong.
Is that going to be the next alleyway sale?
I
think it might. Okay, let's start the countdown on this stunner at 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bid end, friends.
That is showing up beautifully. Katie, that really is the color depth of that, and with that cadmium as well, that is just such a treat.
I am so glad that it's showing up. You know, that's always the biggest worry we have when showing the brooches.
Oh, Snowberry.
Very.
Congratulations. Thanks everyone who is bidding on that. This is, you probably realize why these sales that we put on are a major struggle for both of us, because these are pieces that we really want to keep for ourselves, and we sort of have to shake each other down a little bit and say, you know, we can't keep everything. And Angela's very good at telling us that as well, and Christy. But yeah, fantastic. Thank you so much, Snowberry.
Yeah, congratulations on that one. Okay, let's see here. All right. Now, okay, let's do this brooch. This is one of my favorite brooches that I have tonight. I've had this for a while because I think it's absolutely gorgeous. It is 4 inches in size. Y'all, this is huge. This is just insanely amazing, and it also glows. It's crazy. Okay, let's start this guy off at $32 in the chat. Get ready for some big wow and a symphony of
Oh, wow.
Spectacular floral spray.
Hey, Nick, buddy. Nice to
Hi,
see you.
Nick. Welcome in. Glad to have you here. Awesome sauce. Yes, we'll do a giveaway after that. Yeah, this one's insane. So it is 4 inches in size, and I know that some of you guys prefer when
Okay.
hold up the ruler so you guys can just see how big this is. It is a big guy.
Did you check this against the Juliana site?
You know, I did not, but this totally could be Juliana because it is really fantastically.
These little, I've noticed that there are a lot of Juliana pieces have this, what is it, a 6 rhinestone flower, where you get these 6 rhinestones together to make the small flower motif. That's quite common amongst Juliana jewelry. So there's a good chance that this could even be Juliana. I have a piece of Juliana in tonight's sale, and that looks incredible. That is incredible.
Yeah. It's just an insane piece. Dara, I agree. You know, I don't have long hair, but if you had long hair, or you had a cute little updo, this would be so beautiful in it. Especially, again, I keep going back to wedding season, but for wedding season, this is fabulous. Look at the glow on all of those marquee stones. It is just gorgeous. I love the little small, almost Frozen, if you know Disney's Frozen movie, Frozen like Aurora Borealis stones. It is so sparkly, all prong set. Symphony rivets on the back, Nate.
And, you know, it's such another time where you got a very unusual color range. I would not think that this peridot green and this aquamarine blue would go together, but they absolutely pop. Really, the brooch would not be what it is if it didn't have that contrast between the green and the blue. It's stunning.
Yes, it does have those kind of figure 8 rivets on the back. I know what you're talking about, Rachel, and I do think that this is very similar to that. And it's just quality. I mean, look at the design of the prongs too on the side.
Yeah.
You've got the little extra design along the prongs that look like little flowers, and the dimensionality to this is so good. I mean, you can wear it this way, you could wear it this way, even at the collar. Like, oh my gosh, this at the collar.
So elegant. It really is an elegant piece.
Yeah, or on a hat. Like, look at that for spring and summer on a hat. Oh my gosh, yeah, this is just so good. Okay, so we're going to get this on one of our vintage postcards. And this is our Best Wishes postcard from 1907. I love these little kind of Victorian looking people on here. I think, oh my gosh, that's gorgeous together.
That looks so, honestly, that looks so good. It almost looks like it's one of those corners for a book. You know, you get those books which has those corner things on them. Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
it really
Hey,
does.
Sharon Olson. Welcome in, Sharon.
Yeah, brilliant design, Greg. Truly brilliant design. All right, let's start the countdown. This one's a good one. Here we go. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And bid in, friends. Oh my. Hi, Natalie. Welcome in. So glad
Hey,
you're here.
Natalie. Hi, Natalie. Lovely to see you.
All right.
Oh, there's the souls.
That's sold. Oh my gosh, guys, that is a stunner.
Yeah. And also, might I say, a bargain. I think that Rachel, you got an absolute bargain there. Congratulations. Amazing.
Congratulations, Rachel. That one is really, truly fantastic.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, I'm not sure if that was mine. It would have come this far, to be honest.
I know, Nate. That was the hard thing for me too. That's why I had it so long, because sometimes you just have to keep putting things back because you just can't let it go. But I'm thrilled, Rachel. It's going to you. It's going to look fabulous.
Yeah, you're gonna love it. You're gonna love it, Rachel.
Natalie and everybody else who is bidding, thank you so much. I know we'll have something that you'll probably love just as much coming up soon. But first, we do have a giveaway, and tonight we actually have some fabulous postcards. So our next postcard is this kind of Hummel-inspired postcard made in New York, printed in Belgium. And it is a Bonnie postcard. So, Nate, can you let everybody know how to win this?
Absolutely.
Boy.
Absolutely. No, Rachel, that wasn't the one that she wasn't sure she should sell. The one that we were talking about before is a different fabulous brooch.
A different one. There's too many fabulous brooches in the sale tonight, Rachel.
I tell you, if people stick around to the end, we might be able to convince Katie to at least flash the brooch, just to show everyone the brooch that they're not going to be able to get. But this giveaway, you don't need to have purchased anything or intend to purchase anything to enter the giveaways. Totally free. We'll cover postage, etc. It's letters of the alphabet. So please guess as many times as you like, but one guess at a time. Angela does not know this letter.
Adara, I have not done a dedicated postcard sale yet, but I know you're looking for postcards. So what I can do, Adara is my local friend here. I can bring the box down, and if you want to look through some of them, we could have some fun doing that. But this is our giveaway for tonight, and I am scrolling up way too
I don't know why we bother doing this.
Oh my God. This is okay.
I don't even know why.
No.
I just think 3 times every sale, we just give something to Angela. Because
this is not rigged. I promise. I crossed my heart. I put my hand on the Bible. This is not rigged. Angela won the giveaway again. I don't know how this is possible.
I honestly, I promise people she does not know these letters. And she said, I literally only did a couple of guesses this time.
Well, Angela, hats off to you, because this.
Oh my!
You won this.
Oh dear.
Bess says.
Okay. This is a good time for everyone to refresh your feed.
Take a moment. We do maybe have ESP. I don't know. There's got to be something.
Oh, send to Kathy Bonvillain. Fantastic.
Oh, that's so nice.
And welcome in, Kathy. Lovely to see you. I saw you there. That's lovely, Ange. That's just crazy. Patricia says, I'm not playing anymore.
Definitely play. But yes, congratulations. Kathy Bonvalin, I do think that I have your information, but if I don't, would you mind possibly sending it to, oop, I changed my screen name here.
Yeah, Karen says Angela might as well pick the letters each week.
Okay, I am going to type in my email here, and Angela will have that as well. But let me change my screen name. So if you can just send it here to this address, your details.
She says she will. She says she will. Welcome in, Raven McCall.
Hi, Raven.
Lovely to see you.
Good to have you.
I think we need to go back to numbers. I think Lisa's right. We need to go back to numbers.
Yeah, numbers. That's way harder to guess, I think. Okay.
Wow.
Oh my. It is time, Nate, for the big whopper of the entire sale.
Okay.
We are bringing the most fabulous Juliana brooch I have ever seen in my entire life. And I don't see a lot of Juliana brooches because they are really hard to come by. But this one, when Nate got it, I was like, Nate, this is something. I just knew it. I didn't even know it was Juliana when it came in, but I knew it was something. And then Nate and I did some more research, and it is Juliana. And I'll let Nate tell you about it because he's really spent some time searching this brooch. But it is 2 3/4 inches in size. And it is starting off, folks, at $75. Nate, don't apologize for bringing quality.
I've been told really severely before the sale not to apologize for the price of this brooch, so I won't. But what I will say is that this year, several of this exact brooch have sold. One in a milk glass variant and this in this black glass variant, each sold for $150 each on eBay. That's not looking at what's available for sale. That is a sold item. Another one went for $120. I looked through the pieces of Juliana with cameos because, again, that's unusual for Juliana jewelry in my experience. I've completely lost my train of thought. I'm looking at the brooch, and again, I'm suddenly racked with why am I putting this in the sale? As a rule, the Juliana cameo brooches that are small and not embellished very much are around about the $30 to $40 mark. Anything with this amount of rhinestone embellishment is selling for $150 plus. So this is an opportunity to get a real Juliana at the moment half what its sales history shows us. So
exactly.
It is an absolutely beautiful piece. It really is beautiful.
This does have a bail on the back, so you could wear it as a necklace. The cameo is traditional resin cameo, but it is incredible quality. Now, Juliana is incredibly special because they actually, the people that founded Juliana were not named Juliana. It was
that inadvertently just put a thumbs down somehow.
Oh no.
I feel that YouTube has just dissed my brooch.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. Totally. They don't know what's good. They don't know what's good. That's on them. So Juliana was produced by D. Liza and Ulster out of New York City, but they were founded by William and Harold in the 40s in New York City. But they became known by collectors as Juliana. And of course, when they sold their Juliana pieces, they only put a paper tag, which is so crazy because how many pieces with the paper tag were just taken away and then worn? And most of the pieces that you'll find out in the wild have had to have come from someone that had a tag to put in a book or some sort of database to say, hey, this is Juliana. So you don't find a ton of Juliana pieces. They're more special. You really got to hunt for them. And like Nate said, this one's one of a kind. I love the slender marquise, and you see how they're layered there. So you've got some that kind of pop out in an array of cool, kind of a starburst effect. That's really special with the Aurora Borealis. And I love a black and white cameo. I do. I think it's just classic. I mean, it looks so absolutely amazing.
I have broken out into a light sweat seeing that I'm selling this. So no one's actually bid on it, so that might be a good thing.
Yep, there's the bail there. She could totally turn this into a necklace. Now, I would get a velvet ribbon kind of choker, and I would wear it that way. I think it would be amazing.
Rachel.
You could also, Rachel, this is killer. Look at this at the collar. I mean, with a black shirt, a white shirt, crisp white button down with a black blazer. Oh my. Wearing this to, like, say, the theater or out somewhere. Oh, I'm telling you, folks, you are going to get noticed, and it's going to be really fantastic. Okay, so we're going to get this cameo on one of our vintage postcards, and I think it's got to be this one. Will You Be My Beau? This fabulous little 1909 postcard.
Okay.
And we are going to start the countdown on this fantastic number because, yes, it totally stops traffic, Rachel. It sure does. Okay, let's start the countdown, guys. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bid in on a pink suit. Absolutely. Yes, we should bring back more colored suits, by the way, because I think they're great. I think they're really fun. And Papa Brooch on it. Oh my, just fabulous.
Oh, there's the sold. Oh, and Noelle jumped right at the end.
Yep, there's Noelle Padilla.
Noelle, thank you, everyone that was bidding on that. I really, really appreciate it. I know that's at the more expensive end of what we sell, but honestly, Noelle, you've got a bargain. I promise you have got an absolute bargain. Thanks, everyone. I was really a bit nervous about selling that piece. I mean, I was already reluctant because I sort of wanted it myself, but congratulations. Thanks, everybody.
Congrats, Noelle. That is just a killer piece. You are not going to be disappointed with that. Okay, let's see. Let's mix it up a little bit. Okay, let's do this one. I love this brooch, and I think it is so classy. It is a bright fuchsia pink. And, I am not one that typically gravitates towards pink as a color, but fuchsia, oh boy, I'll tell you what, that gets me excited. This one is 3.5 inches in size.
See you, Angela. Thank you so much. Karen has agreed very graciously to take over. Thank you, Ange. Thanks, Karen. No, I think these pieces I think they're going to good homes as well. I really do. And I love it, and especially to such a collection as Noelle's, because I could not wait to see that posted on Noelle's Instagram.
Noelle's Instagram is fabulous. So if you guys are following her, definitely do that. Patty says that she is excited to open her birthday present from you.
I think Patty Rose is joking. Hi, Patty Rose. Nice to see you.
Nice to see you, Patty. You'll be opening up one of your alleyway buys from people.
Christy says, we all have a shot at the next giveaway now.
Yes.
Now that Angela's gone.
That's exactly right. Okay. So get ready for this fuchsia stunner. This is 3.5 inches in size. It's silver toned, and it is starting off at $32, guys. I paid up quite a bit for this one. This came from my special brooch dealer on the yard sale. And oh my gosh, I'm so glad this is showing up as well as it is, because I was worried that the fuchsia would be washed out, but it is like killer on camera, which is awesome. This
I
has
see.
no
Okay.
glow to it.
I hate to sound like a broken record, but I am almost sure that that's a Juliana as well.
I think this could also be Juliana.
I'm sorry. I'm almost sure I've seen that in a different colorway, either
Yeah.
a blue or a green as a Juliana. We should have looked this up earlier.
I have seen this in green in the Juliana
Yeah.
book. So you guys also might be getting a killer deal off the Juliana. The thing is, like I said with Juliana, the tags came off. So this is unsigned. So unless you know to look up pieces, I mean, you guys might have Juliana in your collection right
Absolutely.
now.
Absolutely.
Juliana.
And it is the reference is pages and pages and pages, and you get a little dazzled after you look through the reference material because all you're seeing is beautiful rhinestones. Lynn Fogel, nice to see you. And this has a wonderful saturation of color, just like the red one that I had, but this is a tiny bit more purpley, or is it more pinky?
It is a bright fuchsia pink.
Yeah,
amazing. Amazing. All marquee stones with that big round in the middle. It's silver toned. This is something that I think is straight out of the 50s, 60s. The puddling on the back is really nice. And I would wear this one at the collar. I think it is fabulous there. But my mom wears a lot of V-neck dresses to work, and she's been wearing them lately at the V on the dress, and they look so good, you guys.
Such a sophisticated look. Welcome in, Maria. If I didn't say sorry, and welcome in, Rosemary Jolie. Lovely to see you, Rosemary.
Welcome in, Rosemary. This would also be killer on a jean jacket. I mean, really killer on a jean jacket. Look at that.
The intensity of this color is insane. It really is.
And all of the better brooch manufacturers, Juliana, Weiss, Eisenberg, Kramer, they all used Austrian stones.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you can instantly tell the color saturation is like from here all the way up to the ceiling. I mean, it's just like this is 10 times better than anything you'd ever get.
Raven says today is my wedding anniversary, and my husband put it on for me when I opened my gift from him.
Oh, that's so very sweet. Always has the perfect outfit on. Thank you, Kim.
Happy anniversary to you and your husband.
Yes, happy anniversary. That's a big milestone. Okay, let's get this on one of our vintage postcards and we'll count her down. So one of you guys could be getting an incredible deal on a Juliana. I have seen this in other colorways in the book that we have, but I can't guarantee this is Juliana, but I'm like 99% sure that I can confirm that this is. This postcard is one of my favorites. Last week we talked about how we should bring back Hardiest Congratulations. And so I love this one from 1911.
23 glorious years. 23 years. Congratulations.
Congratulations. Look at this, guys, together. I mean, come on. That is just a stunning pairing. I love this so much. There's something about the shape of this and the design. These kind of elongated brooches that are so nice. Okay, let's start the countdown here on this guy at 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bid end. Yes, my mom did get to see this brooch tonight, this afternoon, I should say, in person. So she really knows how it sparkles, which is wonderful. I see that bid end.
Oh, that's a great pickup.
All right. Congratulations. That is headed to Rosemary Jolly for 35. Congratulations, Rosemary.
Sorry, I see Dennis bidding on a lot of things. He's not got a single thing. I'm so sorry, buddy. Maybe we'll do a refresh. I get disparaged when people bid often and never get anything. We really appreciate you bidding, Dennis, honestly.
Yes, we totally do, Dennis. And we are so sorry that you are just behind the bid end. But don't worry. Hopefully, with the refresh, you'll be back up and running in the game.
Yeah, Melanie's got an awful lag as well. Heidi, hey Heidi Esterholm, nice to see you.
To see you, Heidi. You know, I wish I could wave my magic fairy wand and get rid of the lag, but unfortunately I can't. And you've been refreshing too, Melanie. I'm sorry. That's just awful. That is no fun at all. Okay, let's see. Ooh, the purple brooch. Oh, this one, guys, is so cool. All brooches are cool, and I cannot believe, Nate, but this purple brooch does glow. Yep, it glows. This is crazy.
This is very unusual. High 50s design, just a sort of a classic 50s design.
B-Day gift. That's wonderful, Rosemary.
Oh, nice. Good on you, Rosemary.
This one is 2 3/4 inches in size, and it is starting off at, we did a little flippity flop here.
Let me see if I can see it. 24. I got a great price on this one, so I can start it at 24.
This one is spectacular. This purple, these look like little candies. Again, it's that cabochon look on the stones that just look so good. So cabochons are not cut. They are, as you can see, they're not faceted. So they're flat on the front, and they're just beautiful. They look like little sparkly gems. That stone in the middle is amazing. And it does glow. Look at that green glow. Now, there is just a tiny, tiny, tiny bit of wear to the metal on the back. But overall, this is in fabulous condition. It does have the square rivet. Look at the texture on the metal. I mean, isn't that
very, very interesting? Hey, Heather Elizabeth. Hi, Heather Elizabeth. How lovely to see you.
Welcome in, Heather. Good to have you here. Okay, let's get this on. Sophia. I think Sophia will model this beautifully. Look at that purple. Now, purple I don't see a lot in vintage brooches either, Nate. That's one that I think is definitely hard. And look at the layers of the marquee stones.
It's a really thoughtfully constructed and designed brooch. This large central marquee and the surrounding marquees, and that simple the simple single marquee at the bottom. You know, again, it's just one stone, but if it wasn't there, it would not be the same. And what color glow have we got on this?
It's sort of it's a very green glow. Can you see that? Yeah, it is just, I love when brooches glow. And in fact, the other day I mentioned this, I think I had a party here at my house. I love hosting game nights, and literally we had like 14 of my neighbor friends in my closet, all huddled around my brooch cabinet, and we were with the black light, and my friend across the apartment from me is obsessed with uranium brooches now because of me. And she was just like, oh my gosh, they're so cool. They're so cool. Everybody come here. You got to see this. And so like all these people from my apartment, you know, piled into my closet, and we have my little black light. We were just opening the drawers. It made me laugh. It was so funny. But you can see how they did all the kind of scroll metal work on the back of this brooch.
Noelle says it looks like a trilobite. It does look like a trilobite. Actually, I can totally see that.
Okay, let's get this on one of our vintage postcards. And then we will start the countdown. I need some more purple postcards in my collection, Nate. I'm realizing now that this is a problem. We only have one purple postcard. Can you believe that? Out of all the postcards I have here, we have one purple postcard. So we will put it back on our best wishes postcard, because I do think this goes really well together. Okay, Katie, I am jealous you have a closet. Yes, I would. I'd totally let everybody see my closet for sure. In fact, if you guys stick around after the sale, maybe I will walk back there. I'll take the computer with me and I'll go back there and show you guys. Okay, so let's start the countdown. I see you in, Dennis, at 25. So here we go at 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and mid end. Okay, so that's what I will do. After the sale, I will take you guys back into the closet. We'll just stay live together, and I will do that. Let's see. Nikki, I see you in. Oh, thank you so much, Monica. I do. I really love my trays.
See Noel above Nikki with 33.
Oh, yes, I do.
Noel.
I should Noel.
Thank you so much, Noel. It's a really interesting design.
It's beautiful. Okay. Let's see. All right, that's coming to you. I am so sorry, Dennis, that you missed out on that one. But I do promise that.
Damn. Oh, Dennis, buddy. I'm so sorry, man.
I am in for a closet tour. Okay, excellent, guys. Well, stick around because we will make a trek to my closet. Let's see what I am doing with this here. Okay. Oh, boy. Oh, Nate, should I sell this one or should I not? I can't decide. It's so hard.
Christy says, I bought a pin at a flea market today. Really old, long pin with C-clasp, silver plate over brass, oval, 2 inches by 3. How do I know if it's a brooch or a sash pin?
Oh, that's a good question, Christy. Well, is the pin thicker? Typically, sash pins, I'll show you on this one here that I'm about to sell. Usually with a brooch pin back, they're kind of thin like this. The sash pins have a real kind of thick pin. They're a little bit heftier. Am I explaining that well, Nate?
Yeah, I think so. And maybe it's a size thing for me when I'm looking at them as well. They're much larger, the sash pins, and so often inevitably rectangular.
Yes.
I mean, it is a real common motif that they're rectangular brooches. They're not rectangular all the time, but if it's thicker, it's probably is a sash pin, sash brooch.
Yeah, I would agree with that. But that's fantastic that you got that today, Christy. Okay, my next one is starting off at $30 in the chat. It is 2 3/4 inches in size. Now, this one's special because this is a Sarah Coventry brooch, but it was done by Juliana. So it's signed Sarah Coventry, but it's Juliana.
Juliana design, yeah. Juliana for
Sarah Coventry. Now, I do not have the earrings with this piece, but the brooch by itself is just a real stunner. It is all of these beautiful Aurora Borealis marquees with different blue rounds that form this beautiful pear-shaped design. And I love this brooch. If you are a fan of Sarah Coventry pieces and you're a fan of Juliana, this one is definitely for you. And I located this in the Juliana book that we have.
If I could just take a moment, Black Dog Vintage is here. I came across Black Dog Vintage yesterday. She has a fantastic channel. I'm not sure of her name. I'm sorry, I can't remember your name. I went to her. She has magnificent pieces of jewelry. Subscribe to Black Dog Vintage, please. She had this sterling silver with these large pieces of polished onyx that had lapis lazuli set into them. It was one of the most beautiful pieces, great price. It sold at an amazing price. I thought it was an absolute bargain. Leslie, welcome in, Leslie. I love your
And
stuff.
Leslie.
And I stayed for quite a while on the sale. I said hello, and then I lurked for a little while. Yeah, beautiful pieces. So lovely to see you. It's so nice that you found us the day after I found you.
Black Dog, it is so good to have you here. I am really thrilled, Leslie, that you are joining us. So definitely, guys, take a minute after the sale and go subscribe to Leslie. We're really glad you're here. I can't wait to tune into one of your sales, but the Sterling and Onyx sounds amazing.
Thanks, Adora.
Noelle knows of you too, which is great. Adora, that's very sweet of you to say. Thank you so much.
And welcome into Abby L, which is a new name for me as well. Welcome in, Abby. Nice to see you. Yeah, do subscribe. It's got some stunning pieces, people. I think we've got a bid at 30 from Lisa Letter Artist for this piece.
We do. And this is Juliana for Sarah Coventry. So they designed this, and then Sarah Coventry sold it. You can tell just the quality of the rhinestones, the puddling on the back. I mean, that is just clearly Juliana. There is no doubt about it. And then that Sarah Coventry mark right on the bottom, Sarah Cov right there. Sarah Coventry was founded by Lyman K. Stewart, and it was named after his granddaughter, Sarah. They are a subsidiary of the famous Emmons brooches. So great company out of
Bye, Guy. Thanks for joining us. It's lovely to see you.
I just love this. This to me reminds me of something that the Queen of England would wear, like you'd see in Her Majesty's Jewel Box, which is a website where you used to be able to follow what the Queen was wearing every day. Someone would post a photo of the jewelry that she was wearing and describe a little bit of the history, but something just straight from the crown jewels or the red carpet in Hollywood. It's just, yeah, this brooch is stunning. So it's very ice blue with tinges of purple in those Aurora Borealis stones. And that's what I love too about Aurora Borealis is you can wear it with everything because it has so many colors.
Strong flashes of green I'm getting as well.
Oh yes, definitely strong flashes of green. And then the light and the darker blue round stones that are around the center there are just stunning. Really gorgeous here. Very peacock. Yes, very peacock.
Noel says that looks like a Dennis piece.
Okay, let me get this on one of our postcards. Ooh, let's do a fancy postcard. How about it? This is the Cottage Grove Avenue at 62nd Street in Chicago. It's called The Most Beautiful Ballroom. This postcard is from 1942. So it is apparently very elegant and it matches our brooch, I think, wonderfully well. So we'll go ahead, and this is silver toned, by the way, if you didn't know that. We will go ahead and start the countdown on this. What a great brooch this is. Juliana for Sarah Coventry. Here we go. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And bid in. No worries, Suzette.
Hi, Suzette. Nice to see you.
All is fair in love and vintage, friends. Let's see.
Oh,
Dennis. Dennis
is gonna hate us. Dennis is just gonna hate us after this.
Dennis. Oh gosh, I am so sorry, Dennis. That lag, man, is tough. Pam, congratulations. That one is coming to you.
Oh, it's so nice that people are such good sports about it, really.
Yeah. We are so glad that all of you guys understand the lag is tough. Dennis, please go ahead and send me your information because I am going to mail
Yeah.
you a little surprise just
We'll
because
send you-
I know that you've been trying. So I'm going to make a note
Yeah.
here.
Yeah,
And
we'll send you something, Dennis.
we'll send you a surprise.
Oh, Pam says, sorry, Dennis, I'll leave it in my will for you.
That's very kind. Okay. Let's see here. All right. Now,
This one is really unusual. This next one.
yes. Oh my gosh, this is just fantastic.
Oh, thank you. Thanks, Jeannie. That's very kind. We try so hard. We stay up late into the night looking at pieces and researching pieces.
We do.
We really try.
I mean, sometimes Nate and I are on for 3 or 4 hours at a time talking, and not about anything other than our sales and jewelry, and that could be several nights out of the week that we're working on stuff for the sale and talking about things. So we really do try super hard to get you guys cool pieces. This one is really neat. This is 2 1/4 inches in size, and it is starting off at $32. Now this one, Nate, I think it's probably from the 30s.
Yeah.
It's really cool, this particular one. I've
It's-
never seen anything like this.
This is really unusual. This is ceramic. This is hand painted ceramic with a lovely sort of bright glaze over the top. It's almost luminescent in some lights.
Yes, it's got a luster to it.
I have never seen anything. I've tried to research this. I could not find anything even remotely comparable. I honestly, I was at this for a couple of hours, I think. Google image searches, everything. And I came up completely empty-handed as to where this came from, who made it. I think it's beautiful.
Yep. Yo ho, a pirate's life for me. Yeah, this one definitely is something that I couldn't find either. I looked as well. Nate and I both did copious amounts of research and were never able to find this particular brooch. But I love the seagulls, the clipper ship on the front, the way that they've detailed the waves on the bottom and that kind of choppy sea with the beautiful sunset behind it.
Yeah, it's on porcelain.
Yeah,
it's actually on porcelain. It's quite unusual. It would make a great dude brooch as well. And look at that! Look at that C clasp. That early C clasp.
Yeah, early C clasp, and also the safety catch on the back is early as well. I believe it's got that kind of tube hinge.
Black Dog Vintage thinks it could even be earlier. She thinks it's earlier than that, and it could well be.
This could be 20s because.
Is there something written on the back? Every time you turn it into a certain angle, I sort of almost get fooled that there's words on there. It may just be my eyes.
I think it's just your eyes, Nate. I don't see any of that on the back. This safety, the C class, excuse me, they quit doing those in the 30s in the late 30s when safety catches became very popular. So it is truly possible, Leslie, that you're right, that this is earlier, in the 1910s to even into the early 30s that they were doing those safety class. So we really don't know. My guess was 30s because of the luster on the porcelain, but I have no earthly idea.
I think this was obviously made by a ceramic house that were probably producing not this generally. I think I can't actually remember what the British pot is that has this luster glaze on it, but it's just so interesting. Honestly, it's such a fascinating piece.
Yeah, it really is. Okay, let me, oh, we got to find the right postcard for this, guys. Let me see what I've got. I might have, oh, wouldn't it be cool, Nate, if I had a ship postcard? I have no idea if I actually have a ship postcard, but let me take a quick peek and see what we've got here, because we got to have something. There's got to be something for this postcard. I've got swimming. Oh, yes. Okay.
I think this really could be a little sleeper. I think it's such an interesting piece.
Okay, so I have Home of the $1 Million Fishing Fleet. This is a Miami, Florida postcard, probably from the 50s. It's linen, so not quite the right era, but Florida, specifically Fernandino, was home to Blackbeard, the pirate. He traveled there, and it is true that Blackbeard would put a certain type of smoking apparatus in his beard and would light it, and it would create this kind of really scary on fire look, like his beard was on fire. And that's why people were terrified of him, among the fact that he was a pirate. And one of the only Blackbeard flags known to exist actually resides in St. Augustine in the Pirate Museum, which is very cool. And I've
I don't know if
to see it.
The measurements. Suzanne is asking. Suzette, sorry, Suzette was asking the measurements. Lisa says the back looks like a horse bridle pin.
It kind of does. It does have that bridle rosette, that brass kind of feel to it. This is 2¼ inches in size is the measurement. Yeah, great for a guy. If you're wanting to get into brooches, but you're afraid of the sparkle, which you shouldn't be, by the way, but if you are, I totally get it. This would be a fantastic sailing dude brooch. And I'm going to hold this because I don't want it to fall off, and we don't need heart attacks for Nate.
So. Heidi says she was wearing her Maltese agate brooch the other day, and Minnie noticed and complimented her on it. Nice.
Hey, that's nice, Heidi. Yeah, brooches get you noticed. I am totally in belief of that because it has happened to me, and I'm glad we're bringing back the brooch. Okay, here we go. Elderly Poodles in at 50. Look at that. Fabulous. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bid end. That luster is so shiny that the light just is having trouble focusing on it. Okay.
There's the bid end. Oh, I think Pam.
Pam got it. Oh no.
Oh, Poodles might be upset.
It's always a race at the end. Oop.
Congratulations, Pam. You are gonna love it. It is so unusual. And Pam, if you are the type that does research on things, if you find out anything about that, I'd be really interested to know. Really, really interested to know.
Yes, Pam, please do let us know. But congratulations on that. Poodle, I will keep my eye out for some more clipper ship type things. The devil made me do it. I'll tell you, man, when you see a brooch, it is so easy to get caught up in the sparkle and glamour of it all and just the intrigue, for sure, for me, because I've seen stuff that, like this one. The minute I saw it, I was like, nope, that's mine. I have to have it. It's too good. Okay.
Now let's see. Suzette was asking Leslie about her channel. She does have a channel, absolutely, and I think I've got the link to it if it works.
Please post.
Yeah, I'm such a lag on my other screen. Oh, there it is. There. I hope that is a working link there. So yeah, go to Leslie. Leslie's cool. I instantly liked her. Honestly, she has such nice stuff too.
So since we're talking about Leslie and you mentioned the onyx piece she had, I'm bringing this brooch up next. I think this is so beautiful. This is 2 3/4 inches in size. Now, I recently picked this up at a estate sale. I don't believe that this is true vintage, but it is sterling. And guys, it's just gorgeous. It is so interesting. So this one is starting off at $30. It is marked 925 Thailand. So it's made in Thailand. It is sterling onyx, tiger's eye, and marcasite. And it is absolutely amazing. I love this brooch. I love the little ends, the little round pieces, kind of end caps there, the marcasite in the middle, and then you've got that oval shape with the black and brown, which, you know, when I was growing up, I was always taught you don't wear black and brown together. I think it was just something very 90s that we didn't do. And of course, now as an adult, I think black and brown, because I can wear what I want, just looks so good together. I think we're moving away that you can't wear black and brown together, which is good. I love this. And it is so very Art Deco, so Deco.
Yeah.
And it's
And very unisex as well. Very unisex.
Yeah.
And there's such an interesting symmetry of how they've got the contrast of the black, the onyx end next to the tiger eye, and the tiger eye terminal next to the onyx. It's, you know, they could have done that the other way around, and it would not be anywhere near as successful as a design as it is now. You know what I mean?
Yes, I totally agree. And then the zigzag deco pattern in the middle with the Marcus lights is just so cool.
It's very cool.
Yeah. And my hat, yes, Adara's pointing out how great this matches my hat. And now I wish that maybe I had kept this one. But it is so good. Yes. I know. I don't know, Rachel, what was up with that, but I'm team black and brown. I think they look so classy together. And there's the mark 925 Thailand. It's on its little cartouche in the middle there, if you can call it a cartouche. I don't know, nameplate.
Well, Suzanne said, did I see a name in the middle of the back?
The name on the back is, it says, it's hard to see, but I got my loop out. It says Thailand and then 925. So that is, and I just dropped it and gave Nate a heart attack. That is the mark there. It has a safety clasp. Have no fear. Everybody's okay. Everybody is here and accounted for. And then, of course, you've got these beautiful small marcasites around the outside here of each little end, which I think is so, so beautiful. Let's see if that will focus. Yeah. All neutrals really go together. They do. And I mean, this is, oh man, with what I'm wearing and my hat.
Yeah. Goes really, really well. And you could wear it the other way up as well, couldn't you? You could wear that long way, tiny little lapel, and it would look, see, that looks super smart. That looks really, really smart.
Yes. I know, Heidi. I don't know how we ever sell anything. You could also wrap a chain right through the back of this if you wanted a sterling chain.
And have a pendant.
As a pendant. So this is a good travel brooch as well, because it will go with everything. And then if you wanted to do a little bit of a necklace situation, you could do that too. Okay, let's get this on one of our vintage postcards. It really does, Rachel, and I did not plan my outfit based on this brooch, but it just worked out. So we're going to put this on our postcard, Simply Feelin' Bully. I love this little bulldog. I think he's great. And we are going to start the countdown on this guy.
Welcome in, Monica Williams. She says, always match shoe color and handbag color. I still have issues with that.
Yeah.
Hi, Monica. Nice to see you.
Okay, let's start the countdown here at 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And bid end. Yes, I think this postcard works really well with it. All right.
Oh, I've got
Yeah, we're all rooting, I think, for Dennis a little bit.
Yes,
Dennis!
this is the end.
Yay! Poor Dennis, man. He has been trying all
Yay,
Yay, Dennis.
Dennis. My man.
Awesome, Dennis.
Good one.
Yep.
Yay.
did it.
Congrats, Dennis.
Congratulations, Dennis.
Go Team Dennis.
Team Dennis. We love that. All right, Dennis. Good.
Now you can send a surprise.
Yes, and I definitely will still include a little surprise for you.
No one dared bid. Poor Dennis. No one dared outbid poor Dennis on that one.
Yeah, Dennis was there. Good job, Dennis. Good.
Yes. Fantastic, buddy.
Now, Dennis, please do make sure you send me your information because I want to make sure this brooch gets to you. So my email's right there. Yay. Yay for Dennis. That was great. Okay. Let's see. I'll put those away. And we've got just a couple of pieces left in the sale tonight. Ooh. Okay. Let's do this blue brooch here is really lovely. This one is starting off, Karen, at $26. And I love the design of this one. It is 2 inches in size.
Christy, we haven't had the pink crescent moon yet. I know that Christy really, really likes that pink crescent that you've got.
Christy, I will do that one next for you. Okay, here is Nate's blue stunner up for the evening. This one has a lot of different cuts going on. The marquise, the rounds, the pear shapes. This is quite a brooch.
Yeah, and sometimes when you put multiple different cuts of stones, it just doesn't work. You know, it falls over somewhere along the interpretation. But I think this works really well. I think it's a really nicely balanced piece, and it's very icy to me. Probably should have bought this in winter, but it's very icy.
But for 4th of July, Nate, this would be great in the States for 4th of July because it does sort of. And Dora says, I'll just buy your wholesale tonight. I know. We have some really special pieces. That means a lot to Dora. Yeah, I love the rounds. I think it was really effective where they did the kind of very planned out rounds on the side, which kind of grounds all the other cuts so it doesn't look too kind of haphazard. And then you've got the kind of beautiful little marquees that go around evenly as well. It's just so effective as a brooch. And this is starting off at $26. Yeah, look at that. Oh my gosh. That blue is just, on navy blue.
That dark blue rhinestone, the saturation of color when you have it back like that, it is just so incredibly intense.
Yes, Isabella would definitely think that this is an Elsa brooch. That's Natalie's granddaughter, and she is obsessed, I believe, with Frozen, which, I mean, how could you not? Frozen's pretty great. But we are going to get this on a postcard. Ooh, I tell you what, let's do another 4th of July postcard while we're here. Let's see. Thanks to Angela, my postcard organization system is good.
Heidi, this is one of my pieces tonight.
Okay, I just put there we go. Here's 4th of July. Got that going again. Okay, we're going to get this on our 4th of July Eagle postcard from 1907. Wow, amazing. I think this is really great for kind of that firework time. So we are going to start the countdown. I see Dennis is in at 27. So here we are at 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12.
That's fair game now, Dennis.
Fair game. 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid. And Adara says, one of my classmates in her early 20s has started putting brooches on her book bag, and I think she started a trend. Now I'm imagining these on all my school stuff. Yes. It's perfect, really. I mean, I went to a school where we had to wear uniforms, right? So we couldn't really personalize anything, but our book bags were the one thing that we could kind of, as long as within reason, they weren't crazy, we could have like colored book bags or personality with whatever we brought to school. So imagine you have a grandchild or a kid or a friend, even in college, that wants just a little individuality. Like imagine popping a fun brooch on the back. Like what a good idea. Dennis, yay.
Congratulations, Dennis. Thank you so much. You've now got a brooch from each of us. You've now got a piece from each of us.
I'm so thrilled, Dennis. That's great. You beat the lag.
Thanks so much.
Yes, Dennis is on a roll. Yay, Dennis. Well, you're going to love that when you get it in person. Okay, let's see. Oh, let's do the crescent moon for Christy. Christy, are you still here in the chat? I hope Christy is still here. But we do have this beautiful crescent moon. Justice has been restored for Dennis.
Now we're back to cutthroat bidding.
That's so true. Okay, Dennis has won, and so now it's fair game. Okay, yes, we do have a really cool crescent moon tonight.
This is super pretty. This is really, really pretty, this crescent moon.
This crescent moon is great.
Yeah.
This is starting off at $28. It is probably from the 1960s. It is 2 inches in size, and it is all hand beaded, which I just love these brooches. And it is this beautiful, pretty blush pink with almost not quite Barbie pink, but it is got kind of that Barbie-ish pink. And then these Aurora Borealis beads, and it is on the silver crescent moon base, which is just so beautiful. The back has just the most elaborate work. I tell you, every time I look at brooches that do that kind of fancy filigree metal back, it blows me away, because I think to myself, why, when you don't ever really see the back because it's up against your clothing, would you take the time to do something like that? But back in the 50s and 60s, quality was everywhere and design was paramount on the front and on the back. And I mean, just even the back could be a brooch by itself. It's so lovely. And I think that this one is it's just got so much sparkle to it. And the big stones, not stones, I should say, beads with the smaller beads really just add so much dimensionality to this. It is crazy. Now, you could wear it any way you wanted to wear it, but I think it's definitely crescent moon.
The beads are all glass, aren't they? And the measurements, Dara wants the measurements. Debbie asked if you think it was made in the States or in Europe. And welcome in, Randy.
Hi, Randy. I think it was made in the United States. They did a lot of this kind of bead work in the 60s and 70s. Each one of these had to be wired on. These, unfortunately, I don't believe are glass. Yes, I think some of them are that kind of plastic AB that you would find during that time in jewelry. It is 2 inches in size, but it does have a really solid weight to it. So it's not just, when you hold it, there's definitely some half.
Adara would like to see the back again, please.
Absolutely, Adara. Can do. Look at the back of that. I mean, just the quality, and each one of these things had to be hand wired, like beaded on. My mom does some bead work, not quite like this, but each one of these, I mean, had to go through here. They had to wire it around to the back Like, I just can't imagine doing something like that because it's just crazy to me. So it is a stunner. Let's get this on Vanna White so you can see how pretty. Look how pretty that pink is with the little pops of AB stones. Yeah, this is absolutely lovely. There are 3 of you guys at $28. Nikki was the first 28 that I see on my end. I know you'd think they'd use glass, but I don't think they're glass. They don't feel cold to the touch. I will say though, back in the 50s and 60s, you did find a lot of plastic beadwork and jewelry. I don't know why that is, but it's beautiful. Yes. Front looks 60s, 70s, back looks 40s. Yes, I would agree. It has that kind of 40s metal work that you find in the back. Okay, we're going to get this on a vintage postcard. And I have the perfect postcard for this. This is the cherry blossoms in Washington, D.C., one of my favorites. And we are going to go ahead and start the countdown on this stunner at 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bid end. This one is absolutely gorgeous. Okay.
What's Jeannie's channel?
Sure. My mom is on channel 12. Sometimes it's channel 11, depending on what TV service you have, but it's WTLV. First Coast News is the channel, and she's also they're an NBC ABC affiliate, so she's also on ABC 25 as well, depending on where you are. But you can catch all of her broadcasts as well live online through their website at firstcoastnews.com. So hopefully that helps. Moon Chaser, congratulations.
Nice pickup.
That's a really good brooch. Oh, Mom commented. Awesome, Mom. Thank you. Okay, Moon Chaser. Oh, yeah, and the name, I mean, it's just perfect for you. Okay, let me put that here. 35. Moon Chaser. Okay. Let's see here. Oh, that one. This is a good brooch. Okay.
We always like to have some brooches at various price points, and this is a sale where we are obviously bringing out a lot of the very best of the best. I've got some more modestly priced pieces. The next one, I really like this. I have 3 of these myself, and I almost kept this because I thought I could just put in my collection of them. It's simple. It's quite masculine as well. So it's totally wearable as a dude brooch. It is this beautiful mother of pearl, carved mother of pearl piece. I think there's some elegant beauty at how understated this is. It really is sweet.
I love it on this kind of taupe color. It's just so beautiful against it. This is starting off at $14 in the chat. And I think the amount of work that goes into these is just crazy. People that can carve this level of detail into something just blows my mind. There is the back. And the back has no issues. You can see where they did glue the pin back onto it, which I find common with these brooches. But I think the design is so beautiful.
It is somewhat painstaking because that would have taken someone a significant amount of time to make. I mean, really, it would have taken time, and it probably would be sort of dirty, messy, smelly business as well. My father used to carve bone and paua shell, abalone shell, and You have no idea how bad shell smells when it gets heated up with polishers and grinders and things. But I think these are sweet. I think these are really, really sweet, understated and lovely.
Yeah, really, really beautiful.
Oh,
Okay.
Raven's got one with an elephant. One's an elephant. Yeah, love it.
Yeah, it does. It looks so good on my hat. I agree, and it looks good here as well on Sophia. Sorry, I forgot your name there momentarily, but it's a really, really good brooch, and great, of course, for summer and wearing kind of with your beachy look.
It's lovely with those browns. It really does.
Oh, Polynesian men
Yeah,
wear
Polynesian men certainly do wear shell jewelry.
that. Is so cool.
There are a lot of Polynesians here.
Let me get this onto one of our postcards. And I think, let's see, let's do this one. I haven't done this one in a while. This is.
Oh, Dead Raven. That's cool. I've still got a few of my father's, but he gave an awful lot away as well. Although the very first thing of pretty much everything he carved or made, he gave to my mother. But yeah, he gave huge amounts of things away. Years ago, the house that we used to live in, my father was born in, had really dodgy electrics, and it all had to be changed. This was probably before I was born. And the guy came in and was so enamored with my father's carving that he did the whole job for free. And my father gave him carvings to pay for the electrical work.
Oh my God, so cool, Nate.
He was a very good carver. He was an extremely good carver.
I've seen some of Nate's father's pieces, and they're just beautiful. Okay, so we're gonna get this postcard on this particular piece from Marineland, Florida. It's of a dolphin at feeding time. I think that goes really nicely together. So we'll go ahead and start the countdown here at 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bid end. Hannah, I would love to go to the extravaganza this year. I'm hoping I can make it up there. I have a few other trips planned in the works. Definitely, of course, big one is the yard sale. I always go to the yard sale, so I'm not going to miss out on that this year. And of course, I want to go to Brimfield. So I've never been to Brimfield, so I may end up subbing the extravaganza with Brimfield, but I just don't know. We'll have to see. But that would be really cool. I'd love to go back.
Thank you, Greg. Thanks so much, buddy. They were faces, some looked Egyptian, they all wore hats. So that's really interesting. My father was carved Maori carvings. We're not Maori, but my father learnt as a boy. There's an island off Auckland called Waiheke, and there was an old Maori man there who taught my father when he was like in his 14, I think he's 14 or something, 13, 14. And I've even got a piece that he made when he was 15, and I found it in his workshop, and I brought it upstairs. It was a box that had screws and washers in it, and I brought it up and I said, "Oh, can I have this?" And he said, "Oh, you don't want that? Throw it away. I made that when I was 15 or something, and it's so cool." I should really post more of the things that he has have made on the internet. Leslie, I'm in New Zealand. I'm in the South Pacific.
And I'm located here in Florida, Leslie, in Jacksonville.
But all my stock is with Katie.
Yes, please tell me I cannot have an otter. I have been telling Poodle, sending Poodle otter videos. Poodle has had to tell me to stop sending otter videos because I cannot have an otter, but I am obsessed with otters at the moment. And yes, I need an otter. But I texted Poodle the other day on Instagram and I said, well, if I can't have an otter, can I have an alpaca? Because there was this adorable video of an alpaca getting a pup cup at Starbucks. Yes, riding in someone's lap. I don't know how. It was like a baby alpaca. Had my heart. I need an alpaca immediately. And definitely need an otter.
Yeah, it is nice to see men here as well. Look, we do get a few dudes that come in, and it's good. I think the whole brooch thing has turned around, and dudes are really embracing it. I will, Melanie. I'll post a few things. I mean, I've got a lot of stuff. Yeah, I'll post a few things.
So my favorite right now, my favorite account of all time that I have found with otters is this account it's on Instagram, and Otter Knows. And it is so fabulous. This is my favorite drawing of otters. This guy does these renditions of otters, and he's of course created this whole otter character. The otter's name is Steve, and I actually won a coffee mug from them, which was so cool, and it's my favorite. And so let me show you Steve. I will introduce you, Tim, and this mug says, "Let Steve shenanan once, and Steve will shenanigan." I love that so much.
That's so cute. Oh, that's right. That's so true. What Kim says, that otter has a small pouch, which is a fold, where they keep their favorite rocks.
They'll keep their favorite rocks.
That's so cute.
It's so cute. And then here's my other favorite of Steve. It says, at the interview, Steve was asked if he can perform under pressure. Steve is not 100% sure he knows all the lyrics, but he's about to try his best. So the wonderful world of Steve. I love it.
See, that's funny. That's really funny. The dad jokes kill me. I die a little bit inside with the dad jokes, but that's funny. Steve's funny.
Steve's very funny. Yes, I know. I love otters. Okay. Yes, you ought to know. This next brooch is 2 inches in size, and this is going to be my last piece for the evening. I do need an otter named Steve. Hi, Sharon Spencer. Welcome into the chat.
Hiya, Sharon. Lovely to see you.
This is made in Austria. And of course, these Austrian brooches are just incredibly special. But this one I'd never seen before. And I've seen a lot of Austrian brooches, but there's literally heart-shaped stones in this, which I think is so cool. It is starting off at $30. And it is for this incredible brooch. I love the little heart-shaped, and everything is glass. By the way, heart-shaped purple stones. You've got red, you've got fuchsia pink, aurora borealis, lilac purple, with this twisted rope detail that is also textured, which I don't know if that's, yeah, you can see a little bit of the texture in the rope there. All of the floral metal work is just amazing. I mean, this is just so wonderful to me. I absolutely love this brooch. It is gold tone. It is signed on the back. There's your made in Austria right up at the top on the finding on the back. All of the foil on the rhinestones, there's incredible condition. And you can just see the dimensionality to that. I even love that they put those purple stones as a band around the outside on top of the rope. I mean, it's almost as if they took it and then they said, nope, we got to do a little bit better, a little bit more. We can do more. And then they just kept adding it until they got this fabulous design. So no glowers on this one. See, this is another one I thought surely something on this glows. And as you can see, absolutely nothing, which is crazy, but it is still a beautiful design. Austrian quality rhinestones. I know I say this a lot on our sales, but it's true. When you see an Austrian rhinestone compared to just something that you would get here in the US, I mean, the color saturation, the design is just 10 times better than anything that you'll ever get made here. It's just so absolutely gorgeous. I keep saying how I was pulled into the little rush of magic with these brooches today at Katie's. It's true. Little lavender hearts. Some artists must be very proud of this. Yes, that's so true, Mom. Mom got
All these lovely little leaves as well. So charming.
It is. I mean, look, and then you still have some of the open work in the back, so you can kind of see through what you're wearing. This would be beautiful, utterly beautiful. Yes. This would be stunning, actually, folks, if you had a kind of a white, off-white lace top. This would be beautiful together, but you can wear this on literally anything. We'll go ahead and pop this on one of my favorite postcards of Anne Hathaway's cottage. And
Adora says, can we see it on the white bag?
yes, absolutely, Adora. Adora's got all kinds of good ideas for displaying jewelry. That way, yeah, we can see it a little bit better. Wow, that's stunning, Adora. Good choice. Oh, wow. That is gorgeous, y'all. Absolutely stunning. I see a lot of Austrian brooches, and I've never seen one with little hearts before. And the rope detail on the outside with that texture, it kind of alternates between smooth and textured. And that rope detail, so much goes into these brooches. It's just amazing to me. Okay, we will get this on our little postcard here from England of Anne Hathaway's cottage. I love this postcard because it's textured. You kind of like oil paints. It's just so unique. All right, we'll pair this together and we will count her down at 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bid in. Love the oval design of this too. This would be a really great one to wear at the collar. So stunning. Oh my gosh, I love it. Just beautiful. All right, I see that bid in.
A lot of
There-
coming in right at the end.
Coming in at the end. We're going to see who grabs that one. Okay. Let's see. Ooh. Snowberry. Snowberry Vintage. Congratulations on that piece. Wow. That is a stunner.
Sorry, Diane.
Sorry, Diane and Noel. But we do have some other pieces, and I don't know, Nate, if you can actually convince me to sell this other brooch, but there is a chance. Maybe I will. Okay. This next piece is Coro, and we all love our vintage Coro pieces. So this is just a good classic brooch that does have a little glow to it. It is starting off at $16, and it is 1 3/4 inches in size. And Nate, I really love the multicolor in this. I think I just love multicolor things in general, but this is a really cool Coro piece.
Yeah, and great color saturation on the stones. Those bluey, bright blue is almost like a Paraiba tourmaline. The pinks are heavily saturated. Again, it's this nice leaf design as well, like yours, that seems to go so well to have these rhinestones being supported by leaves. It's just such a beautiful sort of design element. And the glow on that is quite wild too. They glowed really strongly, those orange ones.
Yeah, I love the cadmium in here, and I think it's so beautiful. And then very springy and summery colors as well.
Yeah.
And then this is
Very cheerful, yeah.
Very cheerful. It's marked Coro right there on the pin back. If I can show this to you. Yeah, so cheery and cute. This is just a little happy brooch. There's that Coro mark. Now, Coro was founded by Carl Rosenberger and Emmanuel Cohen in 1901, 1902, but they didn't become Coro until 1943. So I think that Coro is a fantastic manufacturer of brooches out of New York, and they were sold in all kinds of department stores. This has a really interesting finish. It's almost pewter in its finishing, if you can see on the back.
Yeah.
So I think this makes this a really unique brooch from what you normally get. And the leaves are textured as well. Just a really effective little design here. So great.
That blue is crazy. That pink is crazy. The orange is crazy. That seems to be like a really good distance from the camera. When you put that on your lapel,
it really picks up.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good. Okay, let's get this on another beautiful little postcard here. This one is Winter in the Snow-Capped Sierras in the Orange Groves out in California, probably from the 50s. And we will go ahead and start the countdown on this one at 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bidded. Yes, wear it with your pink suit. That would be really fantastic. Yeah, Mother's Day is coming up. Now, I am able to get everything out to you guys. I can't guarantee that anything tonight that you're getting will arrive in time for Mother's Day, but I will do my best. And always, if you're buying something for someone or for a specific holiday, do let me know, because I will be able to kind of put a rush on it and make sure that it gets to you in a timely manner.
The Diane, congratulations, Diane. I am sorry. I'm sorry, Sylvia. Yeah, I'm sorry. Actually, Sylvia, can you send Katie your address details? Because there's something I wanted to send to you. If you wouldn't mind doing that, Sylvia, I'd really appreciate it. Congratulations, Diane.
Congratulations, Diane. I knew Poodle would like that postcard because California is her home. Yeah, the post office is just not reliable these days. They are honestly so slow. Okay, so here we are with our last item of the evening, and I will show you the brooch, guys, that I'm sorry I'm selfishly hoarding, because I just am so enamored by it. I cannot let it go. But at one time, there might be a chance.
I think once you show everybody the brooch, everyone is going to understand why you're so reluctant to sell it. Honestly, they will be.
I think they will. And of course, do stick around, because we have another giveaway, and then we're headed to my closet. I am going to give you a brief closet tour, because we've got people that are interested in that. Okay, so these are the last pieces for our sale tonight. And these are these fabulous vintage earrings. They are clip, but there's a lot you can do with clip. I do want to show you and point out that there is a little bit of vintage wear on these, and that's why these fabulous earrings are starting off at $14. There's a few stones that have a little bit of wear, but they are still in fantastic condition for their age, and they do deserve to go to a really good home.
These are, to me, these are the type of clip-on earrings that are worthy of converting to posts.
Yeah,
we see a lot of clip-on earrings, and honestly, a lot of them we've toyed with the notion of putting them as on rings, which we're still investigating. But sometimes you get those ones that you think, oh yeah, I'd pay a little bit to get these converted into post earrings.
Yeah, these would be really good for that. Also, my mom has been wearing dress clips and any type of scarf clip pinned right here. Let me see if I can do it on my shirt. with her, and it probably won't look as good on this shirt, but with her dresses, she's been wearing them like a pin here, and they just look so good. So there's a lot that you can do with it. You can also put these clip-on earrings. If you have a little jut out on your collar, they work not necessarily with this other.
Yeah.
brooch.
Exactly. Lovely as shoe clips. If you've got that classic pump that you want to dress up a little bit. Anna Mora, welcome in, Anna. Lovely to see you.
They work great as that. Now, also, we had Gay in the chat earlier, Nate's cousin. She is a jeweler. She came up with this fabulous idea where if you have a wedding band, and you can do these really well with the clip-on earrings that are flat, you can slide this right on under your band, any flat band. Now, these are a little bit large, but you can, and it doesn't work on every earring, but you can create a fabulous little cocktail number. So I'll show you, if you had a different earring, those are a little bit large. But if you had a different earring, like that's fabulous.
That works.
Little cocktail, but you could totally do it with other clip-ons. So I think clip-ons deserve to have a second life. And the other thing that you can do with clip-ons that are just fantastic is you can
add a clip earring to a hair tie as a decoration. I like that.
Totally. Yes. You could totally. No, I don't, Adora. Actually, this was my great-grandfather's wedding band. I found pictures and I confirmed that this was his. My grandmother found this in her safe and gave it to me. And I have been wearing it because I absolutely love it. But I did find pictures and it belonged to my great-grandfather. So extra special. Okay, so we've got 2 postcards here that I have now effectively clipped together with a fabulous little bling earring. So they work really well as paper clips.
Cool. That looks very cool.
And
I saw Heather Elizabeth put up her Christmas cards on a string using clip earrings, and it was the coolest thing I'd ever seen. I tell you, what a fantastic use for clip earrings to clip up Christmas cards.
Oh, yeah, totally. Maybe let me see if I can get both sides of the glasses here. Let's see if we can have a moment of fun with this. Okay. I don't know if this would well, maybe. Oh, kind of. I like this. This is fun. Yes. Why? Okay. Why not just have like some crazy bling on the side of your glasses? It's a little out there, but I mean, come on, why not? Why
if
not?
you were going to something that was dress up, if you were going to your Rocky Horror thing or something like that, that would be totally in place to be so outrageously blinged up like that.
Yeah, it would work just so perfectly. So, all right, we'll get these back on Bob. Bob is our wonderful little earring display. And we will start the countdown on these. Yeah, really great idea. You only live once. That's so true. And you know what? If you're dressing for everybody else, then you're not living life. You should always just dress for yourself and have fun with it. Okay, let's start the countdown here at 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bid end.
An Otterpaw brooch with a silver case to hold the paw. Oh, can you send that to me, Kim, on my Instagram? I'd love to see that.
Suzette, unfortunately, no, the yellow ones are not for sale at this time. They actually belong. I have several clip earrings here that belong with some brooches I have in my closet, and I just enjoy the clip earrings so much that they stay here. So I have some really fantastic little clip earrings over here. and I'm just not ready to part with them.
Yeah.
These go with a Weiss set that I have, but
It's so interesting,
I
though.
love them.
They're a set, but with the clip-on earrings, it's sort of they become a little bit useless and redundant. When you put that single clip-on your ring, you have a set again. You've got a matching brooch ring set, and that's why I think it's so cool to extend the life of your clip-on earrings a little bit.
Yes, totally. But I'm happy, Suzette, if I do decide to sell them in the future, I will keep them, and I'll keep you in mind for that.
I think we've got one last giveaway. Then you can show your brooch that you're not going to sell.
Okay. Yep.
Okay, people. Thank you, everyone, for sticking with us. We've had like over 100 people here for ages. We really appreciate you, especially considering we changed day and time. We really appreciate you. Thanks so much, Kim. So we so appreciate it. You don't have to have purchased anything to enter the giveaways. They're open to everybody. It's letters of the alphabet. Please guess as many times as you like, but one guess at a time. Thank you so much. Good luck, everyone.
Good luck, folks. And of course, for our last giveaway, we do have a postcard. This is another Bonnie postcard, little adorable. It looks like a bee playing a trumpet with a little top hat, which I just love. I don't know, so whimsical and cute for summer. So you'll be getting that postcard. And I already see the letter, but let me just go back up and double check.
Have you seen it really? I'm quite far down and I've only just seen it.
Okay, it was quite far when I saw it, but I had to scroll back up to the chat to the top to double check. Okay, I see it here. Let me check with you and we'll coordinate. Okay. All right, let's see. All right, I think we probably see the same person, I hope.
I've just sent you who I believe it to be.
Yes, Suzette Bunting, congratulations. You have won our last giveaway. You're getting this fabulous postcard.
Congratulations, Suzette.
Suzette, congratulations. Okay, so.
Okay, people, just brace for impact, okay, people, because this is pretty amazing. Let's have our tray tables in the upright positions, and all our luggage stowed away. Yeah.
This is the one, guys. I could not sell. I love it. It's so 1950s, so mid-century. It is a lucite confetti brooch. Get ready to see the magic. Yep. It is like a cracked ice formica inside with these colorful little rhinestones. It's domed, and check out the back. I mean, come on. So I am so sorry, folks, but this one, I really thought I am going to regret selling this.
Literally minutes, not 5 minutes before the sale. Katie's pulled this. Do you think it would be bad of me if I just pulled this one out? Or if we get to the end of the sale and I've only sold 9 and not 10, it's because I'm not selling this one.
Yeah. So
it does. They look like lollies. They look like little sweeties.
I could not let that one go. I know Natalie's, she's helping me out. She's my wing woman. She's like, you don't have anything like this. I don't. And it's that lucite, like cracked. I just couldn't. I couldn't. It's so fun. It's so good. Yes.
Susan says show off.
I know. So you guys see why this particular sale, when we do the creme de la creme of things, are so hard for us, because we really do get some great things. Okay, so are we ready to traverse into the magical world of Katie's Closet? Because I am happy to take you guys there. Nate, you are welcome to stay on, but I do certainly understand if you need to ditch out and we could catch up later. But you are welcome to stay here and be a part of this as well.
My mother Bron's just come home with my niece, so I'm just going to have to go off and touch base with them. Katie, can you give me a call after the sale has actually finished? That'd be great.
I sure.
Okay. I will love you and leave you. Thank you, everybody, for coming. Thank you, Katie, as always, for these sales. You do so much to help me. All the packing and invoicing goes to Katie, and I'm so appreciative. So, toodaloo kangaroos. I'm out.
See you soon, Nate. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Oh, that's so great. All right, guys, we're headed to my closet. We are going on a little adventure. Now, I did just unplug my main microphone, so hopefully you guys can all still hear me. And you'll get a little sneak peek of the house, too, actually. I haven't done a tour, so we'll get out of my little cubby hole here in where I sell. Put the lid down on my postcard container, and we'll just go on a little field trip. How about it, guys? All right, you're getting a sneak peek of my office now. Let me show you guys something too while we're over here. Okay, now this is a little messy. We were just working today in this area, my mom and I, but this is our packing table. You can see the infamous glue gun station with tons and tons of wax seals. And I'm going to give you a little sneak peek on the way to the closet of some of the box designs for this week that you guys will be getting. My mom does a wonderful job putting these together with Tim Holtz pieces. And this was one of my favorites that I came up with today. It's a collaborative effort, but we love these. So, yep, our little glue gun station. And now we are off to traverse to the closet, which is magical. Yeah, maybe I can show Louie. Okay, it's a little dark out here, so let me do some movie magic. I'm going to show you guys something really cool. All right. Hey, Google, turn on Speakeasy. All right, let's see. Oh, yep, all the lights in the living room just popped on. Hey, Google, turn off Speakeasy. Hey, Google, turn on Speakeasy. Yay! All the lights came off. So everything is set up in the living room. Little sneak peek of the living room. We've got the hallway, down the hallway here. All of this has really just come together so well. This is just a little sneak peek. Got my typewriter tins in my little cabinet there. And all my tobacco tins are really coming together in my lighted cabinet, which goes on and off by voice command, which is amazing. Now we are headed back to the closet. This is the wall inside of my bedroom. A little sneak peek, all my minerals. Yes, this is turning out very well. Okay, we're headed into my Art Deco theme. I've been sharing some previews of this on Instagram, a little Art Deco moment happening in my bathroom here with all of my most favorite tins. And now we have arrived at the closet that has a really fabulous little vintage advertising hanger. And let's see, let me turn on some lights. I've just been doing laundry, so there are some hangers, but welcome to my fabulous little closet. So this is my mini shoes. Yes, I love shoes. I particularly love shoes that have a lot of personality. And these are some of my favorite sparkle shoes to match my brooches. I think they're fun. I also absolutely love these. They're sort of mermaid. They are in Oxford. I love Oxfords. They are so fun. These have little fur detail, faux fur on the sides. So got a lot of fun ones. Oh, yes. And of course, fabulous. Love these little monk straps. Then we have what I consider to be just a little slice of heaven when you're getting dressed in the morning. I love surrounding myself with things that just bring joy to me. So this is my little gallery wall inside your closet. So if you don't have a gallery wall in your closet and you've got a little bit of space, even closet doors, the kind that fold back, you can do kind of a Magpie Ethel moment if you follow her and decoupage some things that make you happy. So I have some really cool things in here. This is an advertising piece for bowling shirts, and it was like a bowling display rack. The Aristocrat of Authentic Athletic Apparel. I have some Stacy Adams, a vintage 1960s, 70s men's shoe Stacy Adams store display. I have some hat molds that are really fun. I have this little boot saver that I have got my rain boots on. And then I just picked this up at an estate sale. It is a Harrods from England towel. I think it's probably a golf towel, but I've used it here just because I think it's fun to have for shoes and whatnot. This is really neat. It's one of these accordion hat things, and you see them everywhere, but this is brass. So it's really cool. I picked that up from an estate sale. And I have my lovely 1800s file cabinet I picked up with all of my brooches. This is Kevin. Kevin says hello. He is from a movie you guys have probably seen, Pulp Fiction. He was on the nightstand, not him per se, but ones like him, the little dresser caddy from Pulp Fiction. So I love him. And this is a really cool box. I picked this up at an antique mall, and I have no idea where this is from, except for I did meet someone that thinks that it is like an early offering box for something to do in India, probably super early, and it could be very valuable. So right now I just have some random little keepsakes in it, but this one's cool. I really like this box. Let's see, are all the hat forms on the wall? Yes, these are hat forms, and then I have shoe molds, and I have a hat stretcher up there, and then this is my grandpa's mirror from when he was a kid in his room. And this is how I'm displaying all of my hats right now. I got these wonderful hat hanger things from Amazon, and I have all my hats arranged, and then all my shirts are over here, pants of course on the bottom, and a little fun display up top with my vintage luggage, some London Fog and Hush Puppy advertising pieces. My little hat boxes are all up here. I know a lot of you guys send me the hat boxes, the little they were gift cards given away at shops for the hats, so that is very fun. It kind of looks like a cat with boobs. It's a little kangaroo, but he's boxing. He has boxing gloves on, and he's a dresser caddy. So you could put like your wallet, ring, keys, but I just have my grandpa's watches on it. And this is my elderly neighbor. If you guys have been following me a while, you know Maybelle. This is when she was young. So I love that photo of her. My great-grandfather's cufflinks. Grandma wore this all the time when I was a kid. A little 4-leaf clover was hers. My grandpa's Mickey watch. That's very special to me. And then let me take you inside the brooch cabinet. Now I'm going to try to hold this in a way that's not like crooked or angled, but I'm afraid that's what's happening. Are you guys ready for the paparazzi drawer? Hold your horses. Yes, we have made it into the paparazzi drawer of all of my fabulous sparkle. And I also have this drawer, which is a little bit of a mess right now from the move, but it is all of my fabulous animal and figural pins. One of my favorites being this enamel Trifari playing card. I also have, let's see, I think if I can grab it, I have an over-the-shoulder leopard brooch, which is pretty magnificent. And I have these Austrian cherries that are another favorite of mine. And let's see. Oh, yes. Of course. How could I forget the Emmons Starburst? So cool. Then let's see. I have all my brooches color coordinated unless they are big. The big ones live in here. I did recently pick up this fabulous early horn brooch with marcasites. So that one is quite special. Let's see what else is in here that might be really neat. Oh yeah, I have some big brooches in here. Look at that swan. The swan is huge. And then I have other color coordinated things. Let me see where this is my blue drawer. That elephant back there, I don't know if you guys can see him. He was designed by Elizabeth Taylor for Avon, and he does have like a waterfall bead that hangs from him. And then I have those earrings I showed a minute ago. They match this fabulous, where am I? Fabulous little brooch here. I've got, this is Hattie Carnegie. You guys have probably seen me wear that. And this fabulous little Avon elephant designed by Elizabeth Taylor. So that one's special. Ooh, let me show you another favorite of mine of this drawer if I can get it out. This is enormous. It's probably 5 inches. And it's this like giant glittery feather. Yeah, this thing is stunning. It's rare that yes, it is rare that I don't wear a brooch. Oh, thank you guys so much. Yes, that's right, they can, because no, I have a lot of brooches. It's so true. Okay, let me take you down into the green drawer. Well, first let's go to the brown and orange drawer. This one lives here. And then, okay, we've got pinks and multicolors in this drawer. And let me see. Oh, that's holiday. Here's my green drawer. This is the one that my neighbors were obsessing over because some of them glow. Let me show you a favorite out of this drawer. Well, I love this one. I think it's absolutely incredible. And also love the design of this one. And this is the struggle because this one's blue and green. So does it go in the blue drawer or the green drawer? That's a hard one for me. So yeah, there's quite a few really special pieces in here. Oh, this one is fantastic. I bought this from a guy in Canada who I just love on Instagram. And this one is a Boucher brooch, but it's a Brutalist kind of starbursty Boucher. So that one is nice. And let me show you this one's kind of a little haphazard right now from the move, but this is my silver drawer. And I just got this brooch in the mail. This one came in a lot of other brooches. And they are all Zetus Lepidus. If you know about my favorite movie from when I was a kid, you'll know what that means. But it's that kind of iridescent, almost looks like a CD brooch. And this one is a genie with a lamp, which I think is so cool. So that one's really, really, really unique. And let's see. Ooh, let's show I don't know if this is I don't know what kind of bird this is, but he's fabulous. He's Trifari. He's a huge Trifari pin. So anyway, this is just a sneak peek of my collection. Oh, I'm so glad you enjoyed it, Noelle. Sure, I can show it again, Rachel, no problem. I love Starburst brooches too. Now, I will show you my gold tone drawer. This one has the most of my Brutalist and Starburst pieces as well inside of it. The one that I particularly love out of this drawer is also Trifari. And this one is like the Chrysler emblem on a car. It is that big. It looks like a hood ornament. It's massive. This one's Crown Trifari. So I love, and Nate recently gifted me this one. This is amazing. It's I believe it's Monet, but it's so brutalist. It's just gorgeous. Suzette, that is a fantastic question. So this is an old file cabinet, and I don't know if you can see, but the pages would have been attached, and then in the top, am I showing that well? The top, you see the little metal piece? So it lifts. Let me see if I can do. It's hard to do this one-handed, but this metal piece lifts up, and you would put the papers underneath of it. So I bought this for a steal of a deal. I want to say I paid $400 for this. But I got this at an antique store here, Avonlea, and this was just been put out on the floor, and I bought it same day because you just never see these for that price. And it was perfect. I knew I wanted to put my brooches in it, and the top comes off and the bottom also they're separate pieces, and inside had all these old papers. So I still have some of the papers that came originally in this cabinet. I've saved them. They're in one of the bottom drawers. But this is fabulous. And they probably would have, you can see where some of the labels still are right here for whatever they would have been labeling. But this cabinet's fantastic. It's really amazing for my brooches. So this is just a little sneak peek into my closet, and I will end with a very special little guy. This is my childhood bear. He lives here, so I see him every day. His name is Polly, and he's a little Coca-Cola bear my mom got in New York in the 90s when she was traveling there. And of course, that probably was how I got started into Coke, was this little bear from when I was a kid. Yes, he's dirty, but he's well loved. His name is Polly. I remember my mom was so creative when I was a kid. She would have, we'd have stuffed animal president races, yes, in the house. And my mom had just gotten Photoshop, and we had Rascal the raccoon and Polly the polar bear. They were up against each other for president of the house. I was probably like 6 or 7, and my mom had a little printout she had made on Photoshop, and we had it in a on an easel in the kitchen, and people could walk by with safety pins and vote for which stuffed animal of mine would become president. And of course, Polly won, so he got a very special Polly the President card. So Polly has been with me a very long time, and of course, Polly is round, so when you need a little hug, he's just right there for you. And then all of my ties, for all of you guys are wondering, are organized on these little tie things I got on Amazon. They're fantastic. I've organized them by design. So all of the ones that are kind of themed are together. Food are together. Stripes, Art Deco-y ones are together. I've got some bow ties. They're all here. And jackets. All my blazers live in this area. And then I don't have this super organized yet. I'm working on getting something, but I have if you've ever seen one of these, they're really cool. They're a biscuit. They're for tea, like in England, and they fold up. This rack actually folds together, so it could be stored flat. And then I've got all my tie clips on here, which is right now not super organized because I'm working on getting something that goes on the tray to kind of organize them all together, but that's really kind of neat. I'm so glad that we got to share this time together. Louie is running a cushion in the corner because she's busy. Yeah, I cannot leave my pug dog alone. Louie will eat everything, and she recently just ate some of the feathers out of my hats in my closet. So I have to have the hat organizers so that she does not eat them. But we are now in my living room. There's my favorite desk of all time. That was a family heirloom, so that's very special. And I guess we could light up the panels while you guys are here. we'll wrap this up shortly, but might as well light up the stained glass. They are the only pieces that are not on one of the voice activated commands because they cannot be. Louie is 6 years old. She did eat a hat, and I will say, out of the hats that she ate, she had to go and eat my grandpa's hat. So luckily, I have a guy that is able to repair the suede on the top, but that was hard for me. That was really hard for me. She is 6. Oh, thank you, Rachel. Yes, my closet is just kind of a happy space, but I really believe everywhere you are in your house should be a happy space. So even my laundry room, which is not really a room, it's just doors that open in the hallway there, and there's a little shelf inside. I've put vintage items. And I know some people would say, well, wouldn't you want more of the practical storage space? But I don't, because I think that packaging these days is kind of ugly. And I mean, some of it, sure, I guess could be nice, but I just don't want to see it. I'd rather have something vintage that makes me happy to actually do laundry. So I have vintage laundry supplies inside my laundry closet. And I do have bins that have the practical stuff that I need to actually do the laundry. But I enjoy opening it, and then seeing the little bottles with the graphics makes me so happy. So I just like to fill every space that I can with something that brings me joy. So I think if anything out of this, just whatever you can do to bring yourself joy, even that's a little brooch, that you see on your dresser every morning or something, just bring a little joy into your house. Let's see. Okay. I will bring out Louie for all of you guys, and then we will wrap up this video because this is a long one. Holy cats. We've been on 3 hours. Goodness. Okay, we're going back down the hallway to visit Louie. Oh, say hi to Clover. Clover is here too. My little pink bunny from Misty, riding out in my theater chair, which I love. And yeah, there's all my typewriter 10s. Little sneak peek of the apartments. I'm gonna set you guys here on my entryway table. Oh, I love this Trimfoot advertising mirror from the 20s. It's so cool. Okay, get ready for Louie. Let me see if I can catch her. She has her own. Let's see. Louie, come here. I want to see you. Oh, my little nugget. Okay. Say hi to everybody. Oh, I know. Say hi. Say hi. Say hi. There's Louie. All the people. There's 105 people that wanted to say hi to you. So there you go. Say hi, everybody. I'm getting ready for bed. But we love you all. Thanks for shopping Mom's sale. And as always, I hope, guys, that you will save that vintage, spin that vinyl, and binge YouTube. Bye-bye. I got you, Louie. Bye, friends.